There it goes.
Okay.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Today we're from Jackson Hole High School, where the Lady Tigers, coming in with a 9-7 mark, are facing the Jackson Lady Broncs at 0-15. Well, Alan Mullins, on paper anyway, this looks like this should be a good game for Lander.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a game maybe that the bench will get some minutes and they can focus on a few things to get ready for the stretch run here.
Jackson Hole is a Class 4A high school. Lander is a Class 3A high school. And the Lady Broncs come in averaging 14.9 points a game, and Lander 42.1 points. I was talking with the Jackson broadcaster earlier, Alan, and he said, yeah, we're a little young. So,
they are. Yeah, they are.
A little young and a little inexperienced. We'll be right back with our pregame show sponsored by Hampton Inn and Suites right after this.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Ernie Over and Alan Mullins with you from Jackson Hole High School, where the Lady Tigers are about to take on the Lady Broncs. And I don't know how it was for you, but we had a pretty good drive over Togety Pass today. When you get up near the pass, there's a little snow on the road, and it was snowing when we arrived here in Jackson, but not a bad trip over the mountain.
It wasn't coming over. We'll see about going back. but yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, that is the key here in the evening because it's supposed to snow a little more heavily. Well, looking at the Jackson Broncs roster, Alan, we've got a couple of players. Zoe Bash is probably their top player. She comes in averaging 8.5 points and 2.6 rebounds a game. And from there it goes all the way down to 2 points a game. So,
yeah. And I think, just based on their season average, Zoe's scoring half their points.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it. And, the beautiful new high school here, of course, it's been here a number of years. I'm not sure how, but this is a really nice facility.
It is, for me, this is all new. Every gym we go to, for me, is a new experience. And this is impressive, very impressive.
It kind of looks like a Quonset hut from the outside, but on the inside, it's very nice.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's it's very nice.
The Jackson Broncs are dressed in their white uniforms today with black numbers trimmed in gold, and the Lander Tigers are in their green uniforms with white and white letters trimmed in black with a black stripe down the side of their uniform. So this should be a very colorful game. I was just counting the Jackson fans over there, you know, for an 0-15 team. They've got like 16 people in the bleachers. So, you know, I don't think that's pretty surprising.
No, that's tough, you know, especially for that team, you know, to, you know, come out and play a 3A opponent, which normally they'd come out and match up pretty well. But yeah, it's a tough matchup, tough season.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jackson Hole was busier than ever. The traffic was just strong and busy at every intersection we were at coming through town today. The high school is actually on the, the south end of town, kind of the southwest end of town. And, of course, with my duties at Central Wyoming College, the new CWC Jackson Center is going to be immediately west of Jackson Hole High School. So I had to drive over there and take a look at that.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, it's a big snowy field right now.
Is there a sign out there?
No, there isn't a sign yet. So we'll have to get that going. And, of course, we are just about fully funded for the Jackson Center. And our Rustler Ag and Equine Center there in Riverton is almost fully funded as well. So a few more little dots to dot and a few more I's to dot and a few more T's to cross, and we'll be ready to go.
Very nice. That's impressive.
And I tell you what, this team, you know, I didn't see a program when I came in, and everything I researched before didn't have the names of these or the ages of the class. The class of these girls. So I'm guessing they're mostly all freshmen and sophomores with maybe a junior and perhaps a senior sprinkled in there somewhere.
They played in the Stranigan, and they played in Lander, and I got to watch them play, and I can't remember who they played, but you know, the one thing that I was impressed about is they did not give up. They were getting rolled pretty good, but they were out there playing and helping each other and high-fiving on the bench. And so you like to see that when you're struggling.
Yeah, you sure do. We're about 7 minutes away from the start of this game, and we'll be right back on the Hampton Inn and pregame Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show right after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Back again at Jackson Hole High School. Ernie Over and Alan Mullins with you here today. Looking at the latest scoring for the Lander Valley Tigers, Hayden Goggles comes in at 9.5 points and 3.3 rebounds a game. Adeline Anderson is the Tigers' top scorer. They have a record of 11. She scores at a clip of 11 points a game and gets 9 rebounds a game. Kiara Friday comes in at 8.1 points and 3.4 rebounds a game. Pretty solid and consistent top three scorers.
It is, yeah. And they've been playing like that the last few games. The three of them seem to just kind of take those big moments and take it on themselves. And, the rest of the team, I think you made that point asking Coach Powell, the rest of the team, if they could get anything, up in that 8-9 points a game, they're going to be really dangerous.
Yeah, they certainly are, because the Tigers are scoring just about 42 points a game right now. And if you get another 7-8 points performance there, that will boost them up to almost 50 points a game, and that would be really good. As we mentioned earlier, the top scorer is Zoe Bash from the Jackson Hole Lady Bronx. She scores 8.5 points a game and gets 2.6 rebounds a game. And the next highest scorer only has 2.2 points a game. So points come few and far between for Jackson Hole. But, Alan, that's why you play the game. You never know what will happen from one game to another.
You don't know, and this far into the season now, maybe they got some things figured out and getting a little confident. So, yeah, you don't know how these games will turn out.
Well, right now, let's go to the Lander Journal keys of the game. And, Alan, for the Tigers?
Yeah, I think for the Tigers, it's pretty simple. I think this is one of the few games that you can say they just need to worry about themselves. I don't think there's going to get much challenge per se. So run their offense, play their defense, work on their fundamentals, and then, get that bench in the game and get them some minutes. And not let Jackson maybe kind of hang around. Could be where it gets dangerous.
Well, the Lander Tigers figured it out how to finish in that last game we had against Pinedale and also against Mountain View. They had a great finish at Mountain View, and they hung tight with Pinedale for almost the entire game.
Yeah, we were talking to the radio guy here, and he watched that game and thought that was pretty impressive performance as well.
Yeah. The Lander Journal, keys to the game. Thank you for joining us for that. And now we'll be right back with our Sutherland starting lineup right after this.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Well, it's now time, Alan, for our starting lineups. I think we know who the Tigers are going to go with, but as a matter of fact, they've posted them on the scoreboard, so we will know who's going to be playing today.
Oh, that's very helpful. Yeah. So it doesn't look like any change. Kiera Friday, Kendra McFadden, I can't talk here, Hayden Goggles, Zoe Mulholland, and Adeline Anderson will get the start. And it looks like we are going to get a national anthem.
Okay. So the folks here at Jackson Hole High School are waiting. They have one of the drop-down flags like Lander has, but we haven't seen anybody coming out to warm up their vocal cords.
Oh, so
I don't know. We'll just wait and see.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to Jackson Hole High School for today's inter-class basketball game, featuring the Lander Tigers, coached by Drew Powell, and your Jackson Bronx, led by head coach Sean Shockley and assisted by Olivia Bingham and Jerry Bosch. At this time, if everyone could please rise and remove your caps as we honor this community, our servicemen and women, and our great nation with the singing of the national anthem by our own Bronx basketball player, Mads Holland.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets echoing, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, that was a pretty good rendition of the national
that
anthem.
was really
If I do
impressive.
say so myself. And I do say so myself.
Yeah,
So,
you just did.
There
Yeah.
we go. Okay, and the starting lineups now for the Jackson Hole Lady Bronx.
Yeah.
They're going to go with their leading scorer, Zoe Bash, wearing number 12. Number 21, Lucy Webb, scoring at 2.6 points a game. And number, where are we at here?
13.
Number 13, Allison Burchan. Is that how that's spelled?
Yep, number 23.
Burchan, number 23, Rihanna Rhodes.
And number 25.
And number 25.
Yep, looks like Mads Holland.
Mads Holland, number 25, Mads Holland. So those are our starting lineups for the Jackson Lady Bronx, and we're going to get going with this game in just a few seconds. And that was Mads Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, I missed
here
that.
she comes right here.
Yeah, there she is right there. Okay, and of course, looks like Jackson's got some pretty good height on their team, Alan.
They do.
And the introductions have been made. The coaches' hands have been shaken by the opposing players. The officials are ready to go. They got their fist bumps there at center court in front of the official scorer's bench. And we are ready to go. Lander Valley and Jackson Hole High School here today in Jackson. And the Bronx, as I mentioned, their colors are orange and black, but they mostly have white on with black numbers and the numbers trimmed in orange. The Tigers, of course, in green numbers. And we will get ready to go right now. And here is our starting group for the Lander Tigers. And it's Hayden Goggles. Hayden has it on the top of the key over to the right-hand wing to McFadden. Now back on top to Goggles, who's going to set the play. Off to Kiera Friday, back over to Goggles. Goggles long pass cross court in the corner. McFadden back out on top to Friday. Bounce pass right corner. There's a shot that's short. Rebounded by McFadden, and she draws the foul. Nice position by Kendall McFadden.
Yep. After she made that pass, she went right down the post and got a good rebound and a fouled shot.
Zoe Bosch gets the personal foul, and so Kendall McFadden at the free throw line. First shot is up and not good. Little too strong. Early game adrenaline, perhaps.
Yeah.
Second shot now coming up, and this one is in and out, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by number 25, Holland. Holland brings it down. The Lady Broncs are moving from left to right on the floor here at Jackson Hole High School, and there's a turnover as a pass is intercepted by McFadden. McFadden gets the turnover. She has it on the right side outside. Now to Friday in the corner. Goggles has it long cross court to McFadden. She faked the three. Now she puts it inside to Adeline Anderson. Outside it goes. Back around the horn. Here's Hayden with it. And she is knocked out of bounds. They stepped on her foot, I think. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it looks like she kind of rolled her ankle there.
Yeah, I think she was trying to do the tightrope on the end line, and that didn't work out very well, and she rolled her ankle or somebody stepped on it. She comes out of the game right now. And who came in?
Lincoln.
Oh, Kiara Lincoln comes into the game. Okay, the Jackson Hole High School Lady Broncs have it, bringing it down the court. Is their leading scorer, Bash, far side outside to Holland. Holland on top of the key. It goes to Rosenberg. Rosenberg now to Webb. Webb just outside the free throw line. Throws it underneath. There's a shot up and not good by Bash. And the Tigers get the rebound. Quickly down court comes Lander. Zoe Mulholland in the lane. Shot is off the back of the iron. Not good. She might have wanted to pause just for a second there for that shot.
Yeah,
she really wasn't set.
Yep, she could have jump stopped and took a little breath.
Okay, on the near side, we have Rosenberg. Rosenberg underneath the basket, loses it out of bounds. It was helped that time by the Tigers. And the ball goes all the way into the lobby. And one of the Tigers goes out to try to get that. That's Kiara Lincoln. So she brings it back into the gymnasium. Have a really nice large lobby here in this facility. Here's the inbounds pass. It comes to Webb. Webb tries a three, and it's an air ball. Last touched by Jackson Hole, and Lander will have it in the backcourt.
Yep, good hustle there, good block out. And let's see if we can come down and get settled in and get the first basket of the game.
5:58 to go, first period of play. No score on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Tigers have it. There is Friday over to Lincoln, back to Friday. Friday on the right-hand wing. Now to McFadden. McFadden bounce pass back over to Friday. She's in the lane, loses the basketball, and we'll have a held ball. And it'll go to Jackson Hole. So that'll be a turnover for the Tigers. You know, once you get inside that lane, it gets pretty busy in there.
It does. Lots of hands slapping and clawing for that ball.
5:38 to go now. Still looking for her first points of the game. Here's a long pass down court to Webb. Webb, there's a shot from outside. That's good. And that was Webb who made the three ball. And it goes 3-0 now. Jackson Hole High School on top of the Lander Valley Tigers. And there's a steal. And Jackson Hole brings the ball down the court quickly. With it right now is Holland. Holland on the far side outside. Back, three ball is up and off. Not good that time by Rhodes. And the Tigers get the rebound. McFadden has it. She brings it down the court. She's on the right-hand wing on top of those mountains that are on the floor here, painted on the floor. McFadden in the corner, can't shoot off the Mulholland. Cross court to Lincoln. Lincoln, and there's a steal. Friday had the ball and came right in and stole it from her. So it's 3-0 Jackson Hole on the scoreboard down. Rhodes has it on the left side outside. She hands it off now to Webb. Webb, bounce pass on the near side. That's a turnover. So the Tigers get the ball right back. Long down court to Lincoln. There's McFadden, doesn't shoot the three. Lincoln has it right now. On the near side, it goes to Friday, who brings it out to the top of the key. Far side, McFadden. McFadden dribbles it across the top of the arc. Bounce pass in the corner underneath. There's a shot to Anderson, and she is fouled.
Well, they're definitely covering Anderson, and she's being forced out of the paint with that defense. So that was a good pass inside.
Actually, that's Mulholland at the free throw line, so I made the mistake there. It'll be Mulholland at the free throw line, Zoe, for her first attempt at points today, and it's off, not good. And the foul that last time was on Raina Rhodes, her first, team second. Lander hasn't had a foul yet. So Zoe at the free throw line for the Tigers. Here's the shot, and this one's too short, not good. Rebounded by Anderson, and she is fouled. Good positioning by Adeline.
Yeah, and who did they call that on?
Number 25, Holland.
Okay.
So going to the free throw line, Adeline Anderson for the Tigers. Her first attempt to break the score here. And it bounces around. Oh, so the Tigers are 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Not a good way to start.
No, not a good way to start.
4 minutes gone, we haven't scored.
Until now. Okay,
now.
there's the first point of the game by Lander. And it goes 3-1 Jackson. Lander putting on some pressure in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt are the Bronx. Bringing it down is Bash. Bash whistle and a blocking foul going to be called on Lincoln. And for Lincoln, Kiera, that's her first personal foul and the first team foul against Lander. Bash was going down the lane on the far side and got bumped. Here's a shot from way outside that just barely touches iron. Rebounded by Kiera Lincoln for the Tigers. Going right to left here, all the way down. Stop, shoots, and it rolls in.
Got the nice soft roll, and here we are tied up.
That was a nice shot by Lincoln, and we are now 3-3, and a whistle. And what do we have?
I think he called player control.
Yes, they did. Player control foul.
Yep, on the side.
On, who was it, 25?
23. Oh, no, they called out of bounds first.
Oh, they called out of bounds first, so no foul.
25, yep.
So it'll be a turnover, and that's the third. Each team has 3 turnovers so far. Tigers bring the ball into the forecourt on the far side. Outside it goes, and Sandra St. Clair is now in the game for the Tigers. Here's McFadden for 2, up, off, not good. Rebound pulled down by Webb for Jackson Hole. Webb will bring it into the forecourt on the right wing. There's a bounce pass in the corner, and that goes to Rosenberg. Back in the corner again to Webb on top. Webb has it. Ball was knocked away, but she picks it up and is fouled.
Yeah.
Kiera Lincoln, her second personal foul, and a little bit too much momentum, Alan. She just crashed into her.
Yep. Yeah, she did. She just kind of stepped in and
Georgia Chance coming back into the game for the Lander Tigers. Did we lose a cord there?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we lost a cord.
We're back.
Okay, and there's a turnover right away, so the fourth turnover by the Lady Bronx. We're all tied at 3 apiece here in Jackson Hole. They've got a nice big Bronc in the center court, and on the home side, they have the Tetons painted on that sideline. Looks very nice. Lander has it underneath. Ball gets away, picked up by Goggles. There's a shot from outside. That's good. And that is Sandra St. Clair who gets the 3 ball for the Tigers. And Lander goes up now. They've doubled them up 6-3. And a traveling call on Jackson Hole, their 5th turnover. And Lander will have it right back. So we have Goggles out there. We have Zoe Mulholland, Adeline Anderson. We have Sandra St. Clair, and also Georgia Chance out there for the Lander Tigers. In the corner, there's a shot that wasn't made, but here we go. St. Clair again from that spot, not good. Adeline Anderson with the rebound, and she manages to roll the ball over to Goggles on top of the key now to Chance. Chance in the middle, back over on the far side outside, underneath to Anderson on the near side. St. Clair, no, not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. And setting up the play again, instead of taking the shot, good offensive mind there.
Yep.
Here's Goggles with the ball. Back over to St. Clair. Oh, she traveled. no call. And Jackson gets the rebound. She took like 1.5 extra steps. Here's a 3-ball up and not good by Burcham. And it hit the guy wire for the backboard, and that's considered out of bounds. So coming into the game again is Holland. Coming out of the game is Rosenberg for the Lady Bronx. Tigers have it now, minute 26 to go, first period, 6-3 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. On the near side, here's Hayden Goggles. Goggles looking across the court. Now over to Mulholland for 2. No, it rings in and out, not good. Rebound by Holland. And the Bronx go the other way, trailing by 3, minute 7 to go here, first period. On top of the key, it's Bash. She's their leading scorer, averaging just about 8 points a game. Now it goes to Webb, back to Bash. On the far side, or near side now, to Melanie. Her shot is up and good. Melanie Hero gets that shot, and it's a 1-point game. Lander Valley 6 and Jackson Hole 5. Tigers have it with 40 seconds to go here in the first period. On top of the key, there's Chance over on the far side to Goggles. Goggles drives, puts up a floater off the glass. It rims out, not good. Rebound pulled down by Lucy Webb. Webb brings it down on the right-hand wing, dribbles it across the key to the left wing. Now throws it back on the near side to Hero. And she can't control the ball, so she kicks it back outside to Ankeny. And there's a turnover. That is number 6 for the Lady Bronx. And going with the last shot of the first period of play will be Lander, leading 6-5, just 8 seconds to go.
Plenty of time to get a good shot here.
Here comes Goggles across the timeline over to McFadden.
But they need to shoot it.
Yeah, there she goes. She shoots it, and it's not good. Well, you know, we've talked about this before. Sometimes they're just not aware of the time.
No, not at all.
And that's the end of the first period of play. And after one, the Lander Valley Lady Tigers 6 and the Jackson Hole Lady Bronx 5. And we'll be right back right after this.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Jackson has the ball to start the second 8 minutes of play. With it is Bash. Bash on the far side almost got double teamed there. Now over to Webb. Webb on top of the arc. Looks to her left side. Throws it over to Holland. Holland almost lost the handle on the ball, but gets it right back. She tosses it back over to Bash. In the middle it goes. Ball's knocked away. Turnover. And the Lander Tigers get the ball and quickly come down the court. Here's Kendall McFadden on the side to St. Clair. Far side to Goggles. In the middle to Friday. And whistle, and we have a held ball. And it'll stay, I think, with Lander.
Yeah.
Tigers a little tentative here
they
tonight.
Are, you know, and Adeline's only touched the ball in the paint once, and she passed.
Yeah, she sure did. Inbounds play to McFadden on top of the key. St. Clair in the corner, far side Goggles. Underneath to
there she
McFadden.
Goes. Go up.
And the shot is up, not strong enough. It goes off the front of the rim, not good. Jackson gets the rebound, and they come back down the court with Bash on the left side outside. Gives it over to Webb. Webb on top of the key now. On the near side comes to Bash. Bash puts up a jumper. Good! So Bash gets the jumper, and the Jackson Bronx take a 1-point lead, 7-6 here in the first period, first half, 6:40 to go. Tigers have it. Long pass far side. McFadden was open for the three. She didn't take it. Here's the pass on top of the key to Goggles. Now over to St. Clair. Back over to McFadden. Bounce pass underneath to Friday. Her shot's up too strong. Goes right over the basket.
Yeah, you know, you got to give it to the Bronx. They are playing tough D, especially when the ball gets put in the post.
We have a whistle and we have a timeout by Jackson Hole with the score Jackson 7, Lander 6. We'll be right back.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Back at Jackson Hole High School, the Lady Bronx of Jackson leading Lander Valley 7-6 here in the first half of play. 6:14 to go until halftime. And Jackson will have the ball out in front of the Tiger bench. Oop, I got a mistake up there.
Second quarter.
I got to fix that. Yeah, second quarter. Okay, 7-6 is our score in the second quarter. And Jackson will have it out on the far side.
Yeah, we got a foul on Goggles.
Yep. Hayden picks up her first personal foul, and that's the second team foul against Lander. And there's a turnover again for Jackson, number 8 in the contest, and Lander will have it. They tried that cross-court pass. It just didn't work.
Nope, a little too strong.
Here's Goggles on top of the arc for the Tigers. She in the middle to Anderson, far side outside. McFadden around the horn it goes. St. Clair now back. Excuse me, to McFadden, far side. Dribbling the ball is Goggles underneath the basket, and I think Adeline Anderson gets fouled.
Yeah, they fouled it right on the pass.
24 gets the foul. That is Grace Rosenberg. No, 25 they called it?
Yeah, that's her second.
Yeah, that's Holland's second personal. Not a shooting foul. So coming into the game now for Jackson Hole is Kat Ankeny. And coming out of the game is Holland. So the Tigers have it now. There's a shot from the corner by Goggles. Not good. Rebounded by St. Clair underneath the basket. A bounce pass. Oh, I hate those bounce passes.
And especially because she had a layup if she just would have went up.
Yeah,
you know.
she had a layup, and trying not to be selfish, but sometimes you have to do that to get points on the board. Lander trailing by 1, 7-6. Long outlet pass comes down, and picking it up is Webb for Jackson Hole. She's got it. She drives the lane, puts the shot up way over the basket. Rebounded by Bash. Bash on the outside gets the ball over to Webb. Webb loses the basketball, picked up by the Lander Tigers. It's Kiera Friday who gets it on the near side. In the middle now, Anderson from the lane. Oh, just missed it. Rebound by Friday. Not good. She gets her own rebound, puts it up again. Oh, it just won't drop.
There is a lid tonight. Man.
Boy, I guess. Bash brings it down for the Bronx. Stops on top of the key to Webb. Webb on the far side outside. It goes to Rosenberg. And there's a steal by the Lander Tigers. All alone. Friday is fouled, but the ball doesn't drop. So she will be fouled, and picking it up is Rosenberg. That'll be her first. And that is the 5th. No, that's not the 5th foul.
Well, this quarter it's.
Oh, that's right. It's the second quarter, new foul. Free throw, good. And we're tied up.
It's a good-looking shot there.
Yeah, it was by Kiera Friday. So Kiera gets her first point of the game, and it's a free throw. And that ties it up at 7 apiece. Next shot, oh, this one bounced away, but Friday gets the rebound out to Goggles on top of the arc. Back on this side, underneath the basket, Friday back out on top to Goggles. She drives the paint and is blocked, and a foul going to be called
on the second shot.
That's going to be on the second shot, and that is going to be on Rosenberg, and that'll be her second. Boy, the Tigers just can't buy a basket here.
And and it's not like they're long shots. They're right in front of the rim.
Friday's free throw is good. She'll get one more, and Lander regains the lead at 8-7 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Coming back in is Kate Ankeny, and the second shot is up and nothing but net for Kiera Friday. She now has a total of 3 points in the game, and the Tigers are up by a pair, 9-7. Jackson still in the backcourt trying to get it across that timeline. They finally do, all the way down to the baseline, looking for some help there. She turns around, fires up a shot, not good. Rebound, nice rebound by Adeline Anderson. Down court, 3-on-3 break for the Tigers. With it is Goggles on the baseline, over to Friday. Friday underneath is fouled as she goes up for the shot.
Well, that's what they got to do. They're getting it inside, which is what they want. Not to Adeline, but everybody else has got a little better matchup right now, and just got to put these free throws in.
Shots up, good. Nothing but net for Kiera. She's hit 4 of 5 in the game, and the Tigers go out to their largest lead of 3, and now 4. So both of her free throws are good. And the Tigers lead 11-7 here with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the pass down to a new player, Harley Rommel, I'm not sure which. Rommel has it in the corner. There's a long shot from outside that's an air ball. Pulled out of the air by Friday, and she steps out of bounds.
Oh.
Well, she didn't step out of bounds, but she bounced. She dribbled the ball out of bounds.
She did, yeah. The ball hit out of bounds.
I even saw that from way up here. We're on the top row of the bleachers here on the east side of Jackson Hole High School's nice gymnasium. Taking it out now is Webb. She brings it in to Hero. Hero all the way down the court. Oh, and she is fouled. Little bit of foul by Kendall McFadden.
Yeah, that's her first foul.
I'm wondering, she's been wide open for about 4 shots.
Yeah, she needs to pull the trigger on a couple of those.
Yeah, and she hasn't fired it up at all, but passed it off. Of course, that's what Coach Drew Powell was talking about.
Oh, great hustle.
Inbounds pass was stolen by Lander, but on the end line.
Yep.
So that was a really nice move that time by Kiera Friday. But Jackson Hole will retain possession. Taking it out of bounds is Webb. In the corner on the near side, all the way to Ankeny. Now back over to Webb for 3. It's an air ball. Misses everything. Rebounded by Burcham. Burcham on top of the key. There's a shot up off, not good. And an over a back. It'll be a foul against Jackson Hole, and that is 23. And that is Rhodes, and that's her second foul. Great rebound that time by Kiera Friday.
And now we're shooting.
Yeah, it's the 5th foul. So Kiera will go back to the free throw line. And right now she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 6 here in the second quarter. Matter of fact, she's the only player who scored for Lander in the second quarter. That one goes up and off, not good. 3:28 to go until halftime. Lander 11, Jackson 7. And now that one doesn't go either, so she misses 2 in a row. And Jackson rebounds the ball. Burcham brings it down court. Burcham off to Webb. Webb on the far side, outside to Rhodes. Rhodes gives it off to Hero. She's holding the ball. Now it goes to Burcham. Her shot is not good. And we have a foul on Lander, and it's going to be McFadden, I think, over the back.
Yeah, I think so. That'll be her second.
So going to the free throw line is Raina Rhodes, Her first free throw attempt tonight is good. And it goes to a 3-point game, 11-8. And her second free throw coming up. Only 3 points scored by Jackson in this quarter so far, and it stays that way as the shot is missed. Lander gets the rebound. Here we go, Goggles all the way down in the lane, and a player control foul.
Yep, it was, I'm afraid.
Yeah, she just kind of bowled her way in. She, you know, it would have been okay if she hadn't lowered her shoulder.
Yeah, yep, she kind of did.
But she lowered the shoulder, and the whistle came out right away. Jackson Hole in the backcourt, double team, trying to get it away, and they finally do, and the ball's knocked away. Another turnover for Jackson Hole. Long court, down court, McFadden up and in.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, it's broken now. She's got the score in the book. 13-8, 5-point lead. Jackson Hole double teamed in the backcourt, trying to get it down court as Webb. Long pass, and she does get it over to Ankeny. And Ankeny brings it into the forecourt. Now over to Hero. In the corner with the ball is Burcham. Whistle, and we have a foul on Adeline Anderson. That'll be Adeline's first. And for the Tigers, that will be their 5th team foul. And going to the free throw line will be Burcham.
Yeah, they got it on Zoe Mulholland.
Oh, they got it on Zoe?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to change that. Free throw is not good.
Her first foul.
Yeah, Zoe's first foul.
Rommel into the lineup for the Bronx.
Second free throw coming up. Burcham scores 2 points a game on average. And looking for her first point here, and she gets it. So it's 13-9, 4-point lead now by the Lander Valley Tigers. 2:19 to go here, first half of play. Kind of a sloppy game so far, Alan.
It is, yeah, just not crisp. And they're playing pretty good defense. I mean, they only scored 9 points. But
oh, that was a horrible pass by Mulholland. I think it just came off her palm. Now here's a shot up by Jackson Hole. Up, off, not good. Rebound pulled down by the Bronx. Rhodes. Rhodes on the near side now to Rommel. Rommel on top of the key over to Bash. Her long shot for three is good. Oh, my gosh. And that's now a 1-point game as it's Lander 13, Jackson 12. Here's Goggles on top of the arc. Looks to the left-hand side to Mulholland. Minute and a half to go in the first period of first half of play. There's Adeline, and she's fouled on the shot, and will get free throws.
I think that's the recipe. They just got to get it into Adeline. And I know they're making it hard, but that's where good things happen.
Webb picks up the personal foul, her first, and Anderson at the free throw line for the Tigers. And she's got it. She now has 2 of 3 from the line, and Lander goes up by 2, 14-12. Coming out of the game now is Zoe Mulholland. Georgia Chance into the game. Second free throw, nothing but net there. So Adeline gets both of the free throws, and again, it's a 3-point lead. But they're going to have to watch that 3-point shot.
They are.
There in the open if Bash gets open again. She's their leading scorer with 8 points a game, and she has 5 right now. Here she drives to the basket, can't shoot in the corner. There's an air ball picked out of the air by Jackson Hole's Bash. Bash on top of the key. Whistle and a travel.
Couple steps there.
Just a few. She couldn't get stopped. 1:11 to go, first half of play. Lander by 3, 15-12 over Jackson Hole's Bronx. Goggles brings it down across the timeline. She drives in underneath the basket, and then it's kicked back out. With it is Chance underneath to Chance and outside to her again. Her shot misses everything, and it's rebounded. Nice rebound by the Jackson Lady Bronx. Bash has it on the corner underneath. The ball gets away. Another turnover. Well, Lander needs a score here.
They do.
Alan.
They do.
On the far side, outside, the basketball. Goggles has it, drives the baseline, and throws it away.
Oh, boy.
Boy, the Tigers needed a score.
Yeah, they are right now, they're just kind of discombobulated on offense. They're not quite Sure, who's cutting, who's passing, who's screening.
I think they're playing down to the level of their opponent. The winless Jackson Hole Bronx. Whistle, held ball on the far side. Nice move by Friday, and the ball will stay with Jackson Hole. 31 and a half seconds remaining here in the first half of play. It's a 15-12 game. Lander with a 3-point lead. The inbounds pass comes to Lucy Webb. Now down court. Bash has it. Drives to baseline. Shot is blocked. Picked out of the air by Anderson with 20 seconds to go. 2-on-2. Goggles, spins, shoots, and they call her for traveling.
Yeah. She's trying very hard to just get to the rim, and yeah, I like to just see her kind of slow down a little bit and let the game come to her, and she can make those shots.
So we're down to 17 seconds to go. Coming into the lineup is Melanie Hero for Jackson Hole. Bronx have it in the backcourt. Now here's a long pass down court at the baseline. Can't shoot. Kicks it back out on top to Bash with 7 seconds to go. Underneath the basket. There's another travel not called. And there's a shot that's blocked by the Tigers, and that's the end of the half. Wow. Well, the Tigers lead here at halftime in kind of a interesting game. It is Lander 15 and the Jackson Bronx 12. And we'll be back with our second half and the first half recap right after this.
This broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
And, of course, we'll say go Tigers.
That's right, go Tigers.
But we want to thank Rick Paxton at Take and Bake Pizza, Papa Murphy's, for his support. He provides a free pizza for the player of the game on each time. What do we have?
15.
We had that down here. Well, for some reason... Well, the scoreboard stopped working all of a sudden. I'm not sure what that's all about here. We have it right on our on one scoreboard, but it doesn't show up on the main one. The main scoreboard says 12-12, but our scoreboard here says 15-12. We'll have to see what the problem is there. This is our halftime show, and we want to thank Ranger Printers at 421 East Main Street in Riverton. If you're looking for a sports program, Ranger Printers is the place to go. They also have all your printing and copying needs, binding, all those great things that you need from a print shop. at Ranger Printers. 33, or no, not that. It's 856-2241, 421 East Main Street in Riverton.
Okay, well, we've got the boys out here warming up right now, and this is going to be a tough matchup. I kind of look at this almost like the Pinedale type game, in terms of the way Jackson looks. But hopefully Lander can take that momentum that they had and build on that and come in here and play a 4A school on the road.
Looking at our scoring, first of all, for the Jackson Lady Bronx, they have 12 points in the game. They are led in scoring by Zoe Bash, who has 5 points a game. She averages 8.5 points a game, so she's right on that mark. 3 points by Lucy Webb, 2 points by Melanie Hero, 1 point each by Allison Burcham, and 1 point by Rena Rhodes. For the Lander Valley Tigers, led in scoring here at halftime by several players. We have 5 points, all on free throws by Kiera Friday. Then we have 3 points by Adeline Anderson, 3 points by Sandra St. Clair, and 2 points each by Kiera Lincoln and Kendall McFadden. So the Tigers have 5 players in the scorebook, and the Jackson Bronx have 4. And we're not sure what's wrong. Let's reset our score and see if we can get it corrected. And for some reason, it's not working, Alan. Well, that's a mystery. Let's reset the score again and start over. Okay, Lander, 1, 2, 3. Nope. Scoreboard is not working for some cotton picking reason. We just had it worked on last night, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, it's Lander Valley 15, and the Jackson Lady Bronx 12. We'll be right back with more right after we listen to this.
This message is brought to you by WyanDOT.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Back again at Jackson Hole High School, where we have the third period about to begin. And the clock is not even working. Well, that's weird. Well, let's try to reset the score again here. So our folks on, nope, that's not working. Well, we have a little bit of a bugaboo here as our scoreboard is not working. So we will try our best to figure out why that's not working. It's in the third period. Lander leading Allen 15-12. Keys to the game for the second half.
Yeah, I think we got us a ball game here. I think Lander needs to figure out how to get the ball to Adeline as many times as they can. They're blocking her out, but that's where that offense starts. So get the ball into her as much as they can, and make the shots that they have. The layups, the putbacks, and their defense is solid. Jackson's only got 12 points, and I think they got, 3 threes or 2 threes out of that. So,
yes, yep.
So, but somebody forgot to tell Jackson Hole that this was supposed to be kind of an easy game for Lander.
Well, the other thing is the longer that Lander leaves Jackson in the game, the more confidence Jackson's going to get.
If this gets to the fourth quarter and it's like a 2-possession game, it could get interesting.
All bets are off there. Yeah. Well, the teams are back on the floor now. Jackson in their white uniforms with black numbers trimmed in orange with black on their shorts. And Lander in their green uniforms with black numbers trimmed in white with black trim on the side of their shorts. So Lander leading by a score of 15-12. We've got just less than a minute to go here before we start. And I think the Tigers are going to go with Hayden Goggles, Adeline Anderson, Kendall McFadden, Kiera Friday, and Zoe Mulholland for our starters for the second half of play. And Jackson is still out there practicing. We'll have to see how they come out and see what players they're going to start with. Maybe the same as starting five. You know, Jackson has got to be enthusiastic about this halftime score.
Well, yeah.
They're only down by 3.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there. Looks like Lander's going to get the ball to start. And this would be a good, indication of what adjustments they made at halftime.
Okay, and taking it out of bounds is going to be Hayden Goggles for the Tigers into McFadden. Now moving left to right on the floor here at Jackson Hole High School. Bounce pass in the corner to Goggles. Underneath to Anderson off the glass and just missed it. Rebound, fought for, and we have a held ball, and it'll stay with Lander.
Yeah, well, that's exactly.
No, it won't. It's going to go to Jackson.
So they got it into the post, and we just got to get those shots to drop.
Absolutely. Down court, Rosenberg gives it off to Burcham, and it's knocked out of bounds. Nice defensive move by Kendall McFadden. And Jackson has it right in front of their home bench. And there's the inbounds pass, comes to Webb. Webb on top of the key, bounce pass over on the left-hand wing, goes to Rosenberg. She tries a 3 that's an air ball, and Lander will have it. They've shot a lot of air balls in this game, and the Tigers have shot a lot of short shots.
That's right, that are short.
Yeah, that are short, yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Short shots. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Here come the Tigers. McFadden with it now. Top of the key to Friday. Around the horn it goes to Goggles. In the middle, Anderson. Back around the horn, McFadden. Kendall has it now, looking to get it inside to Adeline. Around the horn, Goggles. Now Mulholland has it. Back out to Goggles for 3, and it's good.
There we go.
That takes the lid off it. As Hayden Goggles gets 3 points, and it's now Lander Valley 18-12, and Lander knocks the ball out of bounds on the inbounds attempt by Jackson Hole. Tigers playing full court defense. Looks like they're being a little more aggressive here to start this half. Alan?
It is, yeah, definitely come out with a little more intensity here. That's going to be
Jackson manages to get the ball in to Rhodes. Rhodes on the far side almost, and over in the back there to Webb. Webb on top of the arc, looks to the right-hand side, ball's knocked away. It's on the ground, and we'll have a timeout called. Good timeout by Drew Powell.
Got the possession.
And Lander will have the ball when we come back. Lander 18, Jackson 12.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
You need an oil change, but you don't.
let's go back to the game. I think we look at that. It said 18-18.
We'll
We don't
fix
want that. See, it says there's a
Yeah,
problem
right.
with our scoreboard, so we're going to reset that and have to figure it out. There's a shot up, not good by Mulholland, and rebounded by Jackson. Lander leading 18-12 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Down court, here's Rhodes. Rhodes throws the ball away, and it'll be another turnover. And Allen, that is the 20th or the 15th turnover by Jackson Hole High School.
That's adding up. It's starting to show a little bit too.
Yep. Well, the Tigers will have the ball now out of bounds. Here comes Goggles with it down, stops underneath the basket to Anderson.
Oh, good
Back
pass.
out to Goggles. Goggles in the lane. Floater good off the glass. Hayden Goggles with her 5th point of the game, and it's now 20-12, largest lead of the game. Tigers have a steal. Another steal. There's a turnover. With it is McFadden. McFadden on top to Mulholland. Back to McFadden in the corner to Friday. Friday to McFadden on the far side outside. Now inside to Mulholland. Around the key, and there's an almost steal. Lander gets it right back. McFadden in the corner. There's a shot by Goggles. It's just off. Not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Coming up with that rebound. And here's a long shot from on top of the key. Up off. Not good. And it'll go to Jackson on the rebound.
Yep.
That was Sandra St. Clair who took that.
Yep, it was. It almost got it, but 3 good looks at a 3 there. Just didn't get one to drop.
Lander 20, Jackson 12, 5:30 to go here in the 3rd period on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Jackson Hole take it out in the backcourt. Better hurry. There's the inbounds to Webb. Whistle and turnover. She dribbled the ball out of bounds. Another turnover for Jackson Hole. And coming back into the game now is Melanie Hero. 5:28 to go, 3rd period. Lander by 8, 20-13. They're starting to break this game open just a little bit. There's the ball knocked out by Jackson. It'll stay with Lander. Friday will have it outside, down in the left wing corner. And long inbounds pass to McFadden. Now over to St. Clair, back to McFadden on the right wing. Over to St. Clair on top. In the middle it goes to Mulholland, to Anderson for 2.
There we go.
And that was a good number of passes, and the Tigers are now up 22-12. Jackson looking a little rattled in the backcourt there, trying to get the ball in. Whistle and a timeout called by the Jackson coach. So our score in the 3rd period, Lander 22, Jackson 12. Back after this.
Sway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Jackson inbounds the ball, and it's stolen away. 2-on-2 break for the Tigers. Goggles has it. She pulls up on the left-hand side, tries to hit Anderson. Ball's knocked away, and what do we have?
Reach.
A foul on Mulholland.
Yep.
That was Zoe's second personal foul, or Zoe's second personal foul. So Jackson takes it out with Bash. Long inbounds pass. It goes to Rosenberg. Rosenberg over to Bash for an uncontested layup.
Yeah,
and
that was about as wide open as you could get.
Oh, I tell you, I haven't seen that kind of a play since a long time. Sandra St. Clair for 3. Not good. Rebounded by Mulholland. Back to St. Clair on the right wing. McFadden on top. There's Goggles. Goggles puts a shot up. Good.
There she goes. She's getting that stroke back.
Yeah, Hayden is starting to find the range now. She has 7 points in the game, and it's a 10-point Lander lead, 24-14, and we're halfway through the third period of play. Lander starting to play with a little more rhythm now. Down court, it's Bash. Bash tries to drive the lane, puts up a shot, and she's fouled on the way there. And it's going to be McFadden with the personal foul. And that's her third.
Third, yeah.
Oh, no, they called it on St. Clair. Well, I sure thought he put up a 2, but here's the free throw. It's up, off, not good. So she'll get one more. Coming into the lineup now is Friday, and coming out is Mulholland. And at the free throw line is Hero. She missed her first. Second one is up. She got this one. She got 1 of 2, and it's now 24-15, 9-point lead. Tigers on the attack. St. Clair to Anderson. Way outside shot is not good. We have a whistle, a held ball, and it will go to Lander.
Yeah.
On the alternating possession.
That looked like it could have been a little bit more than a held ball.
Well, really? Okay, well, the official does his job there and picks up something off the floor and tosses it over toward the garbage can. Lander has the ball out of bounds. Goggles into Anderson. Under the Goggles. Oh, and the ball gets away. Knocks out of bounds. And what do we have, a foul on number 11 or a foul on Goggles?
Foul on Hayden, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. No, foul on.
Oh, they did. Okay.
They
Because
changed
first
it.
he was pointing at her, so.
So the foul goes against St. Clair. And that's the second on Sandra. Okay. Well, the scoreboard says it's her first. There's a long pass down court underneath Webb. Lays up, knocked away at the last second. Nice defense that time by Sandra St. Clair. Oh, wait a minute. One of the officials has called a foul.
Yeah, the one that came down the floor last.
Well, they've called a foul on Sandra St. Clair, so now that is her second. And at the free throw line is Rhodes, who's 1 for 2 in the game. Misses. She'll have another one. Bounces the ball once, twice, spins it. Eyes the hoop, shot is up and good. So she's got 1 of the 2 and is 24-16 now. Tigers by 8. Here's Chance on the outside. On top of the key, it goes to St. Clair, back to Chance across the key. On the near side now, Chance has it just outside the arc. Over to Friday. Kiera in the middle, gets knocked down. Oh, and they call her for traveling.
Well, I guess she did travel.
Yeah, she got knocked down, though. It was a football tackle.
Yeah.
3:16 to go in the third period. Lander 24, Jackson 16. Coming out of the game for Jackson is Rosenberg. And coming in is Holland. We haven't seen her in a while. Bringing the ball down the court is Burcham. She stops at the free throw line. There's a shot that's up, off, not good by Alkeny. 1-on-1 underneath Kiera Friday. Oh, she tried a shot, and now a foul on Friday.
That's 5 fouls on Lander.
Holy
and 0
smokes.
on Jackson.
Friday picks up the personal foul.
They're shooting.
So they'll go to the free throw line. Yeah, 5 fouls on Lander, none on Jackson in this third period of play with 3 minutes to go. At the free throw line is Burcham. She is one of the few players without a ponytail in this game, and she makes the free throw. 24-17, 7-point lead now. She'll go back to the line, and she hits the second one. She's 3 of 4, and it's 24-18, 6-point lead by Lander. They did have it at 10 here a little bit ago. Tigers have the ball, far side, outside, underneath to Anderson. Anderson at the baseline. There's a shot, and one.
And one.
Kiera Friday gets it. Nice work, Kiera.
I think they had to call that foul.
Well, I think you're right. Foul was on Bircham, her first. Anderson comes out of the game now, and coming in is Mulholland. Friday's free throw is nothing but net. So Friday gets the basket and the old-fashioned three-point play, and Lander back up by 9, 27-18, 2:47 to go in the third period of play. We're sorry about the scoreboard, folks, but something went away and it's not working. So there's almost a steal. With the ball is Hero down court. She takes it all the way into the lane. Around the horn it goes now with Bircham's shot is way, way off. It didn't even get close to the net.
No, it didn't.
2:35 to go, third period. Lander 27, Jackson 18. Mulholland to take it out for the Tigers. Into Kiera Lincoln. Near side. St. Clair has it. St. Clair bounce pass over on the baseline and back out on top now. Around the horn it goes. Lincoln has it, and the ball's tipped, knocked away. Turnover by the Lander Tigers. That's their 10th. Jackson now has a chance to get even closer. On top of the key is Bash. Bash throws it on the far side, wide open, shots up and not good. Boy, that's a lucky break for the Tigers.
It was, yeah. That was a good play.
3-on-2 break, and the Tigers, there's a fight, a struggle, a grapple, and it'll be Jackson's ball on the held ball. You know, that could have been a foul.
That could have been, you know, one of the problems we're having is when we bring the ball down low, they are really good about just trying to get that steal or get that tied up ball.
1:57 to go here, third period. Lander by 9 on our WildToday.com scoreboard. Here's the inbounds pass. Lander putting on pressure. Bringing the ball down court is Lucy Webb. Webb in the corner to Ankeny. Ankeny on top of the key to Webb. Webb, ball high above her head, and it's picked. She has her pocket picked, and Ankeny's going to get a foul.
Okay.
So that would be, Webb will get the foul, her second. Only 2 fouls against Jackson this half.
So good pressure out on the ball, and they got the turnover.
Tigers with it now. Here's St. Clair with the ball, and she's hammered. And just like that, we have another foul against the Jackson Hole team, and that is the third foul on Lucy Webb. And she quickly comes out of the game. Coming into the contest is Hayden Brock. First time we've seen her tonight. Tigers have the ball out in the forecourt now with St. Clair. St. Clair near side to Chance. Chance dribbles it to her left. Long cross-court pass over to Lincoln on the near side. Chance for 3, and it's just off, not good. Lander rebounds, and on the foul, and on the putback, there's a foul. And it goes against 50. That was
second foul.
The second foul on her, and that is Ankeny. And at the line, Kiera Friday. Kiera hits another free throw. She'll have one more. 28-18, back up to a 10-point lead by Lander. Jackson had closed the gap to 6 here just a few minutes ago. Minute 16 to go. Third period. Next shot by Friday is nothing but net. So it goes 29-18. Lander, largest lead of the game, is 11 points for the Tigers. Full court pressure now by Lander. A defender falls down. Pass in the corner goes to Brock. Her shot for 3 is good. Well, she just comes into the game and nails the 3.
Yep.
29-20. Here's a garbage shot by the Tigers. The rebound goes to Lander, and putting it up is Kiera Friday. Her second field goal of the game, and it's 31-20 again, 11-point lead. Down court is Bash. She's got 45 seconds to go. Bash brings it all the way down in the lane, stops 10 feet away, doesn't shoot. There's a shot that goes up that's way short. Rebounded by the Tigers, Kiera Lincoln, with 30 seconds to go. And we go the other way. Into the corner and across the court to Chance. Underneath it goes to Mulholland. Back on top and around. Shot for three is no good, and it goes out of bounds. That was St. Clair. She missed everything with that shot, too.
Yeah, they did.
Must be contagious. I don't know. 18 seconds to go here, period 3. Lander by 10 over Jackson Hole. Coming back into the game is Lucy Webb with 3 fouls, and coming out is Rhodes. Lander putting on pressure in the backcourt, and Jackson breaks it easily. Bringing the ball down court on far side. Long shot by 3 is up, not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers.
6-5.
Yeah. Here we go. 2 seconds to go. Shoot the ball, ladies. Let's go!
Oh, that was big.
Three-pointer by
was
Sandra
big.
St. Clair. All right, Sandra. Her big 3 at the end of the buzzer. Lander 34 and Jackson 21, and we'll be right back.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com. From the field, to the court, to the pool, and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
All right, here we go, and we managed to get the quarter to 4, and the team, let's see if we can get us back up here. Nope, it's not working. Son of a gun. Well, we're sorry about that, folks. Trying to get our scoreboard on our live stream working, and it's not cooperating with it. Score is not 1-1. It's 34-21. Lander with the lead. Lander has the ball to start the final 8 minutes. Kara Friday. No, that's Hayden Goggles from the corner. She gets a 3. She now has 10 points in the game, and it's Lander 37-21. And there's a long shot from outside for 3. That's no good. Lander gets the rebound. They got a 3-on-2 break. Here's Friday off the glass and in. Kara Friday gets the first points of the fourth quarter, and it goes 39-21. Lander over Jackson Hole. And now the game is following what we thought the script might be, Alan.
Yeah, this looks a little more like the Lady Tigers we've been watching.
Yeah, that first half was not very good, and there's a foul by Hayden Goggles. Ooh, you see that look on their faces?
Yeah. Not impressed.
No. Foul on Hayden Goggles is her fourth foul. And so let's see what Coach Drew Powell does. He just sits on the bench.
Yep, he's going to keep her in for a bit.
Yeah, here's the inbounds play. It goes on the near side on the inbounds pass to Holland. Holland open under the basket. The ball's knocked away. And a foul on Kendall McFadden.
That's her fourth?
Yeah, that is her fourth foul. Well, the Tigers better play it careful here. They're calling it pretty close. Here's the inbounds pass to Holland. Holland can't shoot. Around behind her, around the horn it goes to Rhodes. Shots up, not good. Mulholland with the rebound for Lander off to Anderson, and here we go. Right to left. Goggles has it in the corner. McFadden back to Goggles. Underneath to Anderson. Back to McFadden. Again, she had that shot wide open and didn't take it. Here's Goggles over to Friday. Friday from 7 feet. It bounces around, not good. And Jackson rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, plus she goes out of bounds, yeah.
They called her for traveling, but her back was on the K there of Jackson. So it's a turnover for Jackson. That's their 18th inbounds pass to McFadden. Back to Goggles in the corner. Her shot for three is not good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Underneath, turnaround jumper by Anderson is good.
She's worked hard for that shot all
Boy,
night.
she sure has. 41-21, 20-point lead by the Lander Valley Tigers as they're starting to play more like the Tigers we know. Down court, it goes to Holland. Holland around the horn on top of the key now to Rosenberg, who came back into the game. There's Bash with it, and we have a what? A held ball.
Yep.
And that'll go to the Jackson Bronx. 5:56 to go in the game. It's 21 to 41. Lander with the 20-point lead. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes to Webb. Webb around the horn. Rosenberg has it. Now in the corner, there's Bash. She can't shoot. They bring it back out on top. There's Webb, whistle, and that's it for Hayden. Foul on Hayden Goggles, and that's her fifth. Well, you know, that's the earliest I've seen her go in a long, long time. 5 minutes and 43 seconds of the fourth, and she ends with 10 points in the game. Okay, ball goes to the Bronx. Here's the inbounds pass to Webb. Webb takes a shot from way outside. Not good. Rebounded by Kiera Friday. Friday wins the rebound battle that time, brings it down court. Over to Anderson now underneath. Anderson, threw it away. Turnover.
Yeah, darn it.
Well,
Had the right idea.
Had the right idea, but the players went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or maybe they went the right way and the pass was off. Who knows? 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Lander leads by 20 over Jackson Hole. Down court, it's Bash with the ball. Over to Webb. Webb on the near side now to Bircham. Now to Rosenberg on top of the key. Rosenberg, long pass on the outside to Bash, and she throws it away. 19th turnover by Jackson Hole. 5 minutes to go in the game. We have a timeout on the floor. Lander 41, Jackson 21. Back after this.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Well, let's look at that. It's starting to work again.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's try Lander here with 41 points. Let's put that up there.
We'll try that too.
Yeah. Okay, this one's 21 points. And 21-21.
Yeah, so this is just mirroring that.
Yeah, that's just mirroring that. We'll reset the score. We'll get rid of the scoreboard. Lander has it. Far side, outside. There's a shot up. Not good by St. Clair. Rebound goes to Jackson Hole. And there's a foul in the backcourt on Kiera Lincoln. That'll be Kiera's, let's see, third personal foul. Well, there's only 5 minutes to go. Lander better watch these fouls.
Yeah.
Here we go. Inbounds pass to Lucy Webb. Webb brings it down on the near side outside to Holland. Holland on top of the arc. Looking, throws it by. There's a shot off, not good. Rebound by Adeline Anderson. Off to McFadden. Down in the corner to Bell. No, that's not Bell. That's Brianna Lincoln. Bell is on the boys' team, wearing number 1. Here we go. Zoe Bash, long shot for three. No, not good. Rebound pulled down by Mulholland. Off to McFadden. Back to Mulholland on the right wing. On top and in the middle, Anderson is fouled.
Yep.
Knocked to the ground, actually. Personal foul. It's going to be on 24, and that's Rhodes, her third personal foul. So coming into the game now is, let's see, who sat down? McFadden sat down, and Goggles sat down. We have Chance in the game now, and Sandra St. Clair in the game.
Yep.
Okay, St. Clair will take it out. 4 minutes to go in the game. Lander by 20. There's the inbounds pass, and it's on the ground, thrown away. Turnover, Lander, that's their 12th. And now the ball's on the ground the other way, picking it up and dropping it. Lander picks it up. Turnover, long pass down to Anderson under the glass. Shots up. Oh, she's knocked to the ground. No foul, but we get a foul on the rebound and the shot. Personal foul goes against 12, and that's Bash, and that's her second.
She's been on the floor a lot, and I think they've only called one foul. You know, when she's in the
right
shot.
Kiera Friday, boy, she's been nothing but good from that free throw line. So she gets the 3-point play, and it's 44-21. Kiera's been hitting her free throws. She's only missed one in the entire game. Down court is Webb on top of the arc. Bounce pass in the corner. Whistle. Oh, and they're going to call a reach-in foul on Anderson. Boy, that's ticky.
Okay.
That's her first personal foul. I think she hit the ball, not the arm.
Yeah, he said she was reaching around.
Well, she was, but she didn't hit anything.
Yeah, yep.
But that's not our call. So at the free throw line now is Grace Rosenberg. Her first free throw is not good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've missed 5 free throws. They haven't had that many opportunities. Second shot by Rosenberg is coming up. 3:33 to go in the game. It's also not good. Rebound goes to Jackson. The ball's on the floor. Picked up by Burcham, and this time will go to Lander on the alternating possession. So the green and white, trimmed in black, will have the ball. Inbounds pass. Goes to Chance. Chance in the middle on the far side, Mulholland. Underneath to Anderson, back out to the Tigers. Shot's good.
Great
Nice shot
ball
by
movement.
St. Clair.
Yeah.
That was a 3-pass.
That was.
Yeah. First points of the second quarter, and it is now 46-21 Lander. There's a long shot for 3 from the top of the arc. Not good. Lander with the rebound. Coming away with it is Georgia Chance off to Anderson. Anderson under the basket, lays up and scores. Great by Mulholland that time. And we have a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Zoe gets her first basket of the game, and it's 48-21 Lander, and we'll be back right after this.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
WyoGlass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. WyoGlass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. WyoGlass is Lander.
Back again, Ernie Over and Alan Mullins with you at Jackson Hole High School, where the Lander Tigers have pulled away here in the second half. 48-21 is our score.
Yep, Lander, this is what we thought we'd see, for maybe more than just one quarter, but they're playing really good right now. They're, we're seeing their defense like we've been seeing, and then just the good ball movement and getting good shots and getting great passes, just like that one right there from Adeline to Mulholland.
Okay, the Tigers will be back on defense. 2:46 to go in the game. They lead 48-21. It was a real tight first half. Lander only led 15-12 at the break, and it really turned on the gas. There's an air ball, goes out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. Another turnover. That's number 20 by Jackson Hole. Jackson putting on a little bit of pressure now in the backcourt, Ellen.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to scrap and stay competitive.
Okay, here we go. Down court, Georgia Chance with the ball. Almost lost the handle on it. The string broke on the dribble there. Off to St. Clair. St. Clair to Chance. Chance doesn't shoot. On top to St. Clair. Underneath, the little bunny by Adeline Anderson. And she gets 2 more. And it's Lander 50-21 now on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. With the basketball now. Let's see, we got 53 in the game. That's Rommel. Rommel on the left side outside. Takes a long shot. No, off the back of the rim. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to Lander. Last touched by the Jackson Bronx. Minute 47 to go in this one. 50-21. Lander with the lead. McFadden back into the game for the Tigers. Mulholland comes out, and so does Adeline Anderson. So we got Chance and Kiera Lincoln out there for the Tigers. Friday, and there is almost a turnover underneath the basket. Friday moves, shoots, scores.
There we go.
Kiera Friday with another 2 points, 52-21. Lander, rolling here in the second half as we thought they would. There's a shot and a foul. As going to the basket is Bash, and she is fouled on the play by Kiera Lincoln. Kiera picks up her 4th foul, I think. No, 3rd. 3rd foul on Kiera Lincoln. And going to the free throw line for Jackson. Shot is good. Now turn around so I can see your number.
Yeah.
And the ponytail is covering the number on the back, and I don't know her face. It's, we'll see here as soon as she shoots this one. It's up. This one is no good either. So that is 12. That's Bash. She gets 0. And there's a foul against against Lander. Who'd that foul go against?
Well, it just bounced off her leg.
Oh, bounced off her leg and out of bounds. Well, that's
turnover.
better.
Yep.
Minute 23 to go in the game. Lander with a huge lead in the contest. There's the inbounds play to Brock. Brock came into the game and immediately scored a 3. There's a nice play and 2 points for the Lady Bronx. 52-24 now. And here's an open shot for Lincoln off the glass, and it sticks. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll go to Jackson, but the ball is stuck right up there between the basket. Let's get a tall player to come over there.
Oh, you got all sorts of basketballs out there now.
They're going to use a basketball to try. Oh, and the official misses. Well, here's a second try. There he goes.
Oh,
he got it off.
Might as well count the basket. Yeah.
Okay, minute 2 to go. 62 seconds. Jackson Hole will have the high school. Oh, will have the high school. They've got the high school. They'll have the basketball. Long pass down court is way too long. And Lander will have it underneath the Jackson basket.
Well,
Still 62 seconds.
They've had a little success with that long bomb pass, but not that time.
Not that time. Just 62 seconds left. We'll have the boys' game coming up right after. And taking the ball out is Chance. And into the game for the Tigers. There's a shot up, off, not good. Whistle and a foul on Lander.
I think so on...
I don't know. They're not making any.
Yeah.
Well, here he comes now. Foul is on number 1.
Yeah.
So that's Brianna Lincoln. That'll be her first. Oh, they say it's her second. That's right. She did have one other foul. And going to the free throw line with under a minute to go is Bash. She misses the shot. And the next one is good. She has 4 points in this fourth quarter. Only 4 points that Jackson scored. So it's Lincoln, Brianna Lincoln to take it out, or Kiara Lincoln.
There's a foul.
And there's a foul right off the bat. And it's going to go against Melanie Hero. And that is her first personal foul. Third team foul on Jackson. Lander has 5 team fouls so far. They had 4 right off the bat. Here's the inbounds play all the way down court. Underneath, all alone, lays it up. Oh, misses the layup. She gets her own rebound, and the ball is taken away. Turnover, Lander. And that was 53. I don't have her number out here on the roster. 34 seconds to go. Jackson with the ball. Stops. In the corner, there's a shot by Rhodes. Bounces away, no. Lander gets the rebound with 24 seconds to go. And the Tigers are moving it down. And Coach Drew Powell just saying, try to work it in, ladies. And there's a offensive foul. A little elbow action there.
Okay.
And that went on Brianna Lincoln. Well, you know, you have several ways you can get yourself open, and one of them is the elbow.
Yeah.
But you can't do that by the rules. 15 seconds to go. 52-25. Inbounds pass goes to Burcham and bounces off the leg of Rhodes and out of bounds. So Lander will have the ball with the last 9 seconds to go. Let's see if they just try to. Ooh, there's a foul.
Yeah.
And that's an offensive foul on Lincoln. She did it again.
Yeah, there's some stuff being said down there.
Yeah, she tried to clear away and did the helicopter move and got the foul. 7.5 seconds to go. Jackson will have the shot. Timeout called by Jackson. So we've got 7.5 seconds to go. Let's hold it right here, Alan.
Yeah, we've got some JV players that came along.
Yeah.
53 is Jamie Shoyo Ferris.
Oh,
And number 3 is Addie Rounds. They're both in there playing right now.
Okay, I do. Oops, wrong team. I put that over here. Shoyo Ferris is 53. And Addie Rounds is number 3. I actually do have her in the book.
Yep.
So 7.5 seconds to go. Lander had a tiny lead at halftime, 3 points.
Boy, and it felt, it felt like it was still up in the air a little bit. But they came out, made their adjustments, and got back to playing Lady Tiger basketball.
And they will come away with a win. Lander's record will now go to 10-7. Overall, and the Jackson Hole Lady Bronx will go to 0-16. Okay, 7 seconds to go. Here's the inbounds pass, and it comes into Burcham. Her shot is up and not good. Lander rebounds with 1 second to go, and that's the game. And our final score, Jackson Hole, the Bronx 25, but the Lander Tigers 52. And the Tigers, I see you, they scored a lot of points in that quarter.
Yeah, they did.
And we'll be back with our wrap-up and then the preview of the boys' game right after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
One access.
Ernie Over and Alan Mullins back with you at Jackson Hole High School, where the Lander Valley Lady Tigers have won their 10th game of the year, defeating Class 4A Jackson 52-25. For the Tigers, Kiera Friday top scorer with 19 points. Hayden Goggles had 10. Just missing double figures was Adeline Anderson with 9. 5 points in the game by Sandra St. Clair, 2 by Zoe Mulholland, 2 by Kiera Lincoln, and 2 by Kendall McFadden. And for the Lady Bronx, they were led in scoring by Zoe Batch. Bash has averages 8.5 points a game, and tonight she got 11. But 3 points, second place scorer by Melanie Hierro, and also Allison Burcham, and also Lucy Webb, and also Hayden Brock with 2 points by Rihanna Rhodes. Well, I think the Tiger fans can breathe a big sigh of relief. That first half was not looking very good.
Excuse me, it was not. And, really, it wasn't anything that Jackson was doing. It was just, just coming up short on some shots that they normally make. Didn't hit the threes. If they're playing a zone like that and packing all the defense against Adeline, you got to hit threes. And we just couldn't get that done. But second half, they came out and did what they needed to do and really made it look pretty easy after that.
Well, let's go to our pregame show now for the boys. Our pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites by Hilton in Riverton. And their remodeling project, Alan, is now underway. They started on the 3rd floor, and everything is going to be brand new. They stripped the place to the walls and even stripped the walls. So new wallpaper and everything. So Hampton Inn and Suites, we thank them for their sponsorship of the pregame show. So the Tigers will now go against the Jackson Hole Bronx. And Jackson Hole plays in Class 4A. They have a 1-2 conference record in the Southwest Conference of 4A. They are 6-9 overall. Lander's 3-2 in the conference play in the 3A Southwest Quadrant, and they are 5-12 overall. So when you look at the overall records, these teams are only a game apart.
They are. The one thing that I noticed about Jackson, I think they've won 5 in a row.
Right, they're on a roll.
They're on a roll right now, and I think they've put themselves in a position, kind of like Lander, to, if you finish strong, who knows, you might, get a good seed. So they're going to be a tough matchup. They're a big physical team, pretty much like everybody else we played, except maybe Mountain View. So we'll have our hands full again, but we got over the hump last week in a tight game against a good team. And, I think that's going to be the goal here, is to just, can we continue that consistency? Can we make those plays at the time we need them to be made? So I think the Tigers are going to show up here and give these guys, these Bronx, a good game.
Let's go right now to our keys for the game, the Lander Journal keys for the game. I was looking down the rosters for the Bronx, and Zeb Bruner of Jackson averages 18.3 points a game, and they have 2 other double-figure scorers, Andrew Hanna with 13.8 points a game, and Gavin Kesslin with 10.3. So, they've got 4. Another one, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention Borchardt. He has 12.7. So, a lot of offensive power for these Jackson Hole high school boys. They average 50.5 points a game. Lander is averaging 47.5 points a game. So this looks to be close, Alan.
I think so. Yeah, that's a lot of scoring with 4 or 5 guys, and to slow that down, we need to be able to get to the free throw line. Kind of make it an ugly game. Just keep it low scoring. Taking lots of time on a possession, and not letting Jackson just get up and down the floor with those big athletes.
Yeah, they're pretty tall. It looks like the shortest guy on the team is that one right there who just put a layup up, he must be 5'2".
Yeah,
everything else is 6 foot or better. We'll be right back with more after we listen to these messages.
Sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year. Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Back again at Jackson Hole High School, and tell you what, we're going to have our Sutherland starting lineups. Here's Alan Mullins.
All right, well, Jackson Hole is going to roll out Andrew Hanna wearing number 2. Looks like Seb Bruner wearing number 1. Mason Borchert wearing number 23. Gavin Keeling wearing number 24. And A.J. Fowler wearing number 5. And as far as we could tell, I think Lander's going to come out with Parker and Talon Whelan, Noah St. Clair, Bennett Washburn, and Peyton Bell. From what it looks like to me.
Okay, our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center, Fremont County's Home Improvement Center on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton, sponsoring our starting lineups. And we'll be right back with this game right after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ernie Over and Alan Mullins back with you here at Jackson Hole High School, getting ready for the Tigers and the Bronx here. And, the crowd has picked up considerably, Alan.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, they're filling in here, and they're ready. I think they're excited about this team.
I think they certainly are. The 5 win in a row, the Jackson Bronx come into this. We're going to have the official lineup here announced by the public address announcer, and then we'll get ready to go with this game. And, of course, right after the game, Tigers going to hit the road back home. And when we came over, there was some snow falling here in the Jackson Hole area, but Togety Pass was mostly snow-covered with some slush in some areas. And tonight it's going to be, temperature's going to be colder, and that slush is going to freeze into ice.
Looks like we got the national
we're going to
anthem.
do a second national anthem here, so let's stay tuned for that. Well, that was a nice rendition by some band. Not sure whom. Can almost bet it wasn't the Jackson Hole High School band, but you never know, Alan.
Yeah, that's right.
They could have recorded that in session. I've got to put my hat back on here. Okay, the Lander starters are being introduced. Peyton Bell, it'll be Parker Sixby, Bennett Washington, Callan Whelan, and Brooklyn John are going to be, Noah St. Clair.
Yeah, Noah St. Clair.
Yeah, Noah St. Clair. I was going to say, where's Brooklyn's glasses? Well, that wasn't Brooklyn down there. He is down there on the bench, though. For the Jackson Hole Bronx, they're going with Seb Bruner, Al Fowler. They've got Garvin Kesslin, 21 Andrew Hanna, and 23 Malson Borchardt. So that those are our starters for the games, and we'll be ready to go with the boys contest here in just a minute. Thank you for joining us today on KFCW and on WYO Today YouTube, KFCW 93.9 and WYO Today YouTube. Our next broadcast will be this coming Friday, where the Tigers will be at Worland. Okay, here we go in the center jump ring. It's going to be Borchardt against Bennett Washburn. They're both about the same size.
Yeah.
Borchardt has a black headband, though. That's the only difference here, aside from the color of their uniforms, of course. Here, Borchardt gets the tip, but it goes to Peyton Bell for the Tigers. St. Clair off to Sixby, round the horn. Peyton Bell goes over to Whelan. Whelan in the lane off to Sixby. Sixby underneath to St. Clair. Ball gets away. Washburn has it, doesn't shoot, pops it outside to Bell. Bell moves it back to the left wing. Now here's Whelan, lays it up. No, too strong. Rebound goes to Kesslin. Kesslin down court.
There's a travel. Yep.
So the first turnover of the game, and Lander will now have their second possession. Play just underway, no score between Jackson and Lander. Peyton Bell brings it across the timeline, goes to the left wing to Parker Sixby. Around the horn, Whelan has it now to Bell, back to Whelan. He's outside the arc, makes a move to his left side. Ball gets away from him, picked up by St. Clair, knocked out of bounds by Jackson, and Lander will have it right in front of the Jackson bench.
Jackson playing a really tough man-to-man defense here.
Parker Sixby to take it out for the Tigers. Moving something out of the way now in front of the Jackson bench. Sixby has it, inbounds to Bell. Bell dribbles it across the court, now reverses direction. Stops, moves in, kicks it over to Sixby, now to Whelan. Whelan with the ball, off to St. Clair. St. Clair in the paint, turns around, puts a shot up off the glass, too strong.
Yep.
Rebound goes to Jackson. Bringing the ball down the court for the Jackson Bronx. See, do we have a 21? I don't have a 21 on my roster that I got, so we'll have to see who that is. Here's 24, Kesslin. Kesslin off to Bruner, shots up, no, not good. Rebound is not good, and Washburn pulls away the carom for the Tigers. Now down the court for Lander. Washburn has it, off to Bell. Bell fakes a drive in to Whelan for three. Shots not good. The taller Jackson Bronx get the rebound. Number 21 got that rebound. Oh, here it is. Hanna. I can't read my own writing. Hanna got that rebound. Shots up by Hanna, not good. Whelan with the rebound. Long pass down to Washburn. Washburn back to Whelan. Whelan on top of the key over to Sixby. Sixby turns around, jump shot. No, not good. He fights for his own rebound, but it's taken away that time by Kesslin. Kesslin underneath. Oh, there's a layup that's missed. And Borchardt can't believe it. He slapped both hands on the floor. Here's Bell to Washburn to Noah St. Clair. Noah in the lane, Turns around,
Kick it
kicks
out.
it outside, knocks it away. Turnover Lander. Quickly 2-on-1. There's a shot up and good by Bruner. First points of the game, and it's 2-0. The Jackson Hole Bronx over Lander. 5:18 to go here, first period of play. Whelan has it on the left wing off the Bell. Bell puts a shot up off the glass. It goes over the bucket, not good. Rebounded by Bruner. Bruner brings it all the way down under the basket. Layup, no, but he's fouled. That's Hannah with the foul. Or no, that's Hannah who draws the foul. And the personal foul goes against Noah St. Clair, his first. And I think this is the tallest guy on the floor, Andrew Hannah. And he looks down at the basket and puts it in.
Yep.
He averages 14 points a game.
Yeah, he's a load.
Yeah, he sure is. Big, tall dude. Next shot is up, and this one not good. Rebounded by the Tigers' Finn McFadden, who just came into the game. 3-0 Jackson. Here's Sixby. Sixby at the free throw line off to McFadden. McFadden in the paint, stops on top to Whelan. Whelan drives the baseline, puts up the shot and in.
There we go. Good.
Talon Whelan.
Yep. Good confident drive there.
Tigers are on the board, and Jackson tries to answer. Here's Bruner. Bruner on the near side goes over to Keslin. Keslin back around the horn it goes. With it right now is Borchardt. Whoa, big shot for three. And that was the big tall guy, Andrew Hannah, who hit that one, and it's 6-2 Jackson. Here's Finn McFadden, has a lane, puts up the shot off the back of the heel. Rebounded down there by Hannah. Quickly down court. In the corner it goes, back out on top to Bruner. Underneath the basket, layup is good by Hannah. He already has 6 points in the game, and it's 8-2 Jackson. This much taller Jackson team controlling the early boards. Here's Whelan to Bell. Bell at the free throw line, back to Whelan. Whelan stops from 7 feet, shot is up off, not good. And the height gets the rebound. Borchardt gets it for the Tigers, and there's a foul on Whelan. Talon gets his first personal foul, second team foul on Lander. 3:37 to go, first period, 8-2. The Jackson Bronx leading. Here on the east side is Fowler. Fowler underneath. Oh, there's a nice reverse layup that doesn't go in. And that was an attempt by Hannah. Rebounded by Sixby off to Finn McFadden. Now Whelan has it over to Bell on the far side outside. Now to Sixby. Sixby drives in off the glass. No, he hits the side of the backboard. He gets his own rebound. McFadden now stops over to Bell on the near side. Bell can't drive the lane. Now he pumps it off to Sixby for three.
There we go, Parker.
Parker, Sixby for three, and it's quickly now 8-5.
Lander stretching that zone defense about three-quarter court.
Bruner comes down court. The ball gets away. Turnover Jackson Hole, picked up by McFadden. Off to Sixby. Sixby drives all the way down. Shot is way off the mark. Rebounded by Bruner. Down court it goes to Borchardt for two. Well, this Jackson team knows how to move the ball, don't they?
They just want to get up and down as quickly as they can.
10-5, 2:23 to go. Jackson with the lead over Lander. Here's Peyton Bell to Whelan. Whelan at the free throw line, moves to the right-hand wing. Now he reverses direction, stops from 5, and there's a foul on the floor.
Okay.
Whelan draws the foul, and it's against, 23? Borchardt, I think. Yep. So first foul on Jackson. Sixby comes out of the game for the Tigers. Brooklyn John is now in. Lander has it under the Jackson basket. Peyton Bell, long inbounds pass to Washburn. Washburn outside the lane, kicks it out to Brooklyn John. Now on top, Whelan has it. Whelan does a 360 move in the lane.
Good pass.
Under to Washburn. Oh, it's a good idea, but his behind-the-back layup was not good. Bruner now with the ball for the Jackson Hole team. And there's an open man. He didn't shoot the ball. That was A turnover now. Here's Peyton Bell, lays it up and in. And it's now 10-7, 3-point lead by the Jackson Hole Bronx. Bruner on top of the key. Far side it goes to Fowler. Now back to Bruner for three. Not good. Rebound underneath. Shot is not good by Hannah. Lander gets the rebound. Tigers quick on the rebounds. Here's Brooklyn John. John in the lane kicks it out to Whelan. Whelan across the court to Finn McFadden. Stuart Mullins calling out 2-2. So the Tigers into their number 2 play with 65 seconds to go in the first period. There's a bad pass intercepted by Bruner all the way down off and not good. Rebound to Jackson Hole. They're in the lane. Shots up and good by Borchardt.
And sure, it goes, looks like some traveling in that post.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yep.
12-7. The official must have been blocked out. Here's Whelan for three.
Got it.
Talon now has 5 points, and it's 12-10. 2-point lead, and there's 33 seconds to go. In the corner underneath the basket. Nice layup that time by Andrew Hanna, and he now has 4, 7, 8 points in the game.
Final shot. Final shot.
14-10, 18 seconds to go. Lander holding on here for the last shot. Here's Bell. Bell on top of the key. Whelan. He takes a three. Got it! His second three. And it's now 3 seconds to go. 14-13 long shot. It's not good at the buzzer. So after one, it's Jackson Hole 14 and Lander 13. We'll be right back after this.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Jackson with the lead, 14-13, and they will have the ball to start the second 8 minutes of play here at Jackson Hole High School. Gym fast filling up. We almost have a full house now. Here's Bruner on top of the key. Goes on the far side to Borchardt. Back to Bruner. Now off to Hanna. Shot's good. Wow. Nice shot, and it's 17-13. Tigers trail in the game. Bell brings it down, hands it off to McFadden outside the arc. Back to Bell on the right-hand side. Does a 360, and he is fouled as he goes to the basket.
Yep.
Personal foul, I think, is going to be on 5. That's Fowler, A.J. Fowler, his first. And first team foul on Jackson Hole. Peyton Bell at the free throw line for Lander. He gets his 3rd point of the game on that free throw. And it's 17-14, 3-point lead.
Uh-oh.
Well, he wasn't called into the game, but he ran in anyway. Then the officials stop it. Okay, here's Bell. Second shot, good. So he has 4 points now, and it's a 2-point game. 17-15, Jackson Hole over Lander. Down court, there's Kesslin underneath the basket. Oh, what a great shot by Hanna. Is good for 2, 19-15 now. This game is going very quickly.
It is going quick, and that's not in Lander's favor.
And there's a 3-ball by Peyton Bell from way out on top of the key. 19-18 now, 1-point lead, and Jackson calls timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Ernie Over and Alan Mullins back with you at Jackson Hole High School, and Jackson will have the ball. Bruner will take it out in the backcourt. Lander showing some pressure. Washburn and Talon Whelan back in the game for the Tigers. Bringing the ball down is Owen Hanna. Hanna over to Bruner. Long pass down court. Goes to Borchardt in the corner. There's a shot for 3 that's not good. Rebounded by Peyton Bell, the smallest guy out there on the floor at 5'4". Bell hands it off to Sixby to Whelan. Whelan lays it up and it just misses. Just rolled right off the edge of the rim. Rebound to Hanna. Hanna down now, gives it down court to Keslin. Far side outside shot for 3 is an air ball. Sixby picks it up. 6:21 to go until halftime. Lander trails by 1. Tigers have the ball on top of the key with Peyton Bell. Peyton has that over to Sixby, far side outside. And there's, I don't know, that ball must have been tipped.
I think it got tipped, yeah.
It went straight up in the air. Jackson comes down with it. That's a turnover, Lander. And there's a turnover, Jackson. So we have 2 turnovers in a row. Sixby brings it down for the Tigers. Over to Bell for 3, and it is not good. And the much taller Keslin gets the rebound. Here's Bruner now bringing the ball down court for Jackson. Bounce pass over to Keslin. Underneath the basket. And there's a foul as going up for the dunk that time was Borchardt.
Yeah,
he got fouled.
Yeah, he was going to try to do something.
It looked like he wanted to go up and slam that ball through. Yeah. He has 4 points in the game. He averages almost 13 points a game. 5:41 to go until halftime. Shots up and no good. Misses the free throw. Jackson 19, Lander 18. Coming into the game for Lander is Finn McFadden, the freshman. Next shot here by Borchardt is good. So it goes 20-18, a 2-point lead, and we're down to 5.5 minutes to go here. First half of play. Bell hands it off to Whelan. Whelan to McFadden. McFadden in the lane, almost traveled to Sixby. No, it's an air ball. It'll go to Jackson. Well, Sixby hasn't gotten the range yet.
Yeah, that first one he hit, but that one was a little off.
A little off, okay. Down court, Bruner all the way down. Well, of course it is. Off to Hanna underneath the basket. There's a block by Washburn. Turnaround jump shot is good, though, on the rebound by Borchardt. 22-18. That was a heck of a block there by Washburn.
By Bennett, yeah.
Here's Whelan. Shots up and good on a drive through the lane. And it's 22-20. Again, a 2-point lead by Jackson. Bruner brings the ball down for the Bronx. Bounce course in the middle. There's a long shot for 3. That's an air ball out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. Well, each team's having their trouble with air
finding
balls.
that range a little bit.
That was Borchardt who really missed wide on that. 4:47 to go until halftime. 22-20. Jackson leads by 2 over Lander. Class 4A Jackson against Class 3A Lander. Here's Peyton Bell. Peyton lays it up and is fouled.
What? Offensive foul.
They called the offensive foul on Bell. Well, first foul
said he
on
hooked
Bell.
it. I guess he moved his arm around or something.
Well, that must have been the case. Here's Bruner. Bruner all the way down to Hanna. Hanna in the lane, can't shoot, off to Fowler. Fowler brings it out top to Bruner. Now there's a long shot up by Kelson. That's good for 3. And it goes 25-20, just like that.
Yep.
4 minutes, 10 seconds to go.
It's a problem when the bigs can make threes.
Yeah, there's Parker Sixby. Misses the layup. Ball's knocked away. Turnover. The 5th. Underneath is Washburn. to Whalen from the corner. 3-ball, no. 6B rebounds off to McFadden on top. Here's Whalen again in the lane. Whistle and a foul on the floor. Goes against 24, Kesslin. So second team foul. Both teams have 2 team fouls. 3:50 to go. First half, inbounds to Washburn. Bennett has it outside the arc to McFadden. McFadden slips and falls down. Turnover. Down court. And the ball's knocked away by Sixby. What a great move by Sixby. That would have been an easy 2.
Yeah, he was looking for an easy layup there.
Coming out of the game is McFadden. Coming in is Brooklyn John for the Tigers. 3:40 to go. Second period. Jackson by 5. Bruner to inbound. Brings it into Borchert. There's a shot from the corner by Bruner that bounces around. Not good. Turnaround. Rebound. Good. And that's Hanna. And he now has 12 points in the game. 3.5 minutes to go. 27-20. Jackson with the 7-point lead. Here's the handoff to Whelan. Whelan fires a 3 that's short, not good. Rebounded by Bell, and he stepped out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for Lander, and Jackson will have it.
I think that shot, he just took a little bit too soon. Needed to let that offense work a little bit.
And we have a whistle, and here comes Bodie Moffitt into the game for the Tigers, giving a little bit of a break to Peyton Bell. Okay, Tigers have it here, Jackson has it. Here's Bruner, brings it all the way down on the right-hand wing. Off to Borchert for 3, no, not good. And the rebound goes to Jackson. There's Borchert from the corner for 2. And Jackson now 29-20. 9-point lead. Here's Whalen off to Washburn on the far side to Sixby. Sixby in the lane, stops off to Brooklyn John. Brooklyn has the lane, lays it up and draws the foul.
Yep. Keep doing that.
Yeah, because you're going to win the game from the free throw line if you keep doing that. So the foul goes against Kesslin, his second. Third team foul. Brooklyn John misses the free throw. He'll have one more. 2:42 to go until halftime. Next one's good. So it's 29-21. Timeout called by Stu Mullins of the Lander Tigers, and we'll be right back.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Ernie Over and Alan Mullins back with you at Jackson Hole High School, home of the Bronx. And, it's been a pretty fast-paced game.
Has been a fast-paced game, and that's, Jackson is setting the tempo. And but we haven't found an answer yet for those two big guys in the paint.
Yeah, that height advantage has really shown its value here. Here comes Bruner down the court for the Bronx. Bruner stops, fires it on the right side. Underneath it goes to Borchardt. Borchardt can't shoot. Over to Hanna, underneath Borchert, wide open for 2. Wow, that was good play by the Jackson Hole.
Yeah, and they knew exactly when we were double teaming, there would be a guy open.
Yep. Here comes Sixby all the way down in the lane. Shots partially blocked. The rebound goes to Kesslin for Jackson. 31-21, 10-point lead. Bronx. Bruner with it in the middle of the lane. It goes to Hanna. Shots up good. 33-21. Yeah, Jackson pulling away now.
Yeah, they are a little bit. I think we got to score on this trip.
Okay, here's Sixby. Sixby throws it away. Washburn made a cut to the left, and Sixby threw it to the right. 5th turnover by the Tigers, matching what Jackson has. Bruner to bring the ball down. He's in the backcourt, crosses the timeline, goes to the right wing. In the middle quickly it goes to Hanna. In the corner, shot for three is good. That's Fowler with his first 3 points of the game. And it's a 15-point lead now, 36-21. Tigers need some points here. Brooklyn John off to Whelan. Jumper from 7 is not good. Rebound goes to Lander. Whelan has it again. Whelan does his 360 move in the lane. Turnaround jumper. No, it's not good.
That's a good shot.
Bruner brings it down now for Jackson. Almost coast to coast. Underneath. Reverse layup is good by Borchert. And it goes 38-21. 49 seconds to go here. Well, Lander stuck with them for 1 quarter, but that height advantage is really tough. There's a foul as Sixby goes to the lane.
Well, the height advantage, and then their outside shooting.
Holy cow.
And I don't think that's their normal average. I think they've made 4 threes.
They've made 1, 2, 3 threes.
3 threes, yep.
So they've had a couple of long twos, though.
Yep.
Here's Sixby looking for his 4th point. No, not good. He'll have 1 more. Brooklyn John coming out. Peyton Bell going back into the lineup for Lander. Sixby eyes the hoop. Shot is up. No, not good. And the rebound goes to Hanna, the big tall dude. Now underneath, driving the baseline, can't shoot. Kicks it over on the near side to Borchert for 3. Wow. And it goes 41-21. 20-point lead by Jackson as this game is getting away from the Tigers here pretty fast. Here's Bell. Bell drives it in the corner to Washburn. Washburn in the lane, stops, turns, shoots, it's blocked. Blocked that time by Hanna. That height is really making a difference.
Yeah, on both ends.
Yep. Here's Bruner. Bruner underneath, shots up and good. By Fowler, he now has 5. Timeout called by the Tigers. We'll be right back. It's Jackson 43, Lander 21.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Joining us now here at halftime of the boys' game is Drew Powell, our Lander Valley Ladies girls coach, and you got your 10th win today, Coach.
Yep, it feels good. Sometimes you just got to applaud the win. It was hard there for a while, but we ended up getting it going in the second half.
Yeah, well, that first half was not Tiger basketball at all.
No, and even when we did get it inside, it seemed like they were kind of hanging all over us, and we just couldn't hit our spot and get it to go. Luckily, we had a bunch of free throws there for a while to keep us kind of in the game, and I know number 12 from their team shot the ball pretty well for their team, but it really just came down to we needed to get out in transition and play a little bit harder on defense.
And you did.
Yep.
Yeah, and the second half was a completely different story as the Tigers roared out. They had 20 turnovers in the game. You only had 12. And, of course, what a game today by Kiera Friday. Boy, she hit a lot of free throws.
Yep. She's a really good free throw shooter. I'm not sure what she shot today, but it seemed like it was pretty darn good, especially in that first half. She's the one that really kept us in it. And I know that the girls were getting fouled quite a bit, and they weren't calling it. And sometimes you just have to adjust to the refs, and I think how we adjusted was getting the ball out in transition.
Yeah, she had 9 of 10 for free throws in that, and the rest were field goals for those 19 points. Great game by Kiera Friday, but you also had a good effort by Hayden Goggles today. She hit a couple of big threes in that third quarter that kind of got the team going.
Yeah, she did. She was playing pretty good defense. It seemed to be calling it a little touchier on us than they did on them, but it happens when you're in an away environment like this, and at the start of the game, it seemed like you could hear a pin drop in here. It sounded like there was nothing, and our bench really got into it the second half, and I think that was one of our motivating factors as well.
Well, you really had good performance, especially from Hayden Goggles in that third period. She came up with 10 points.
Yep, that's a big quarter for her.
And she fouled out of the game.
She did in the fourth.
Yeah, in the fourth, 5:43 to go. Now, we talked last time about the big three getting scores and the bottom half of the roster not doing that much, but today Sandra St. Clair did get 5 points.
Yep.
And it was a 2 for Mulholland and Lincoln and McFadden. Seems like McFadden was open an awful lot in that game, and she just decided to pass it away rather than shoot.
Yeah, I think after the first quarter, I kind of talked to the girls that we didn't need to just live on the three-point line. We really needed to focus on getting it inside, which I thought we did a lot better job of. It just seemed like we couldn't get them to go there for a while. But it really, yeah, she passed it up a lot, but that's okay. It seemed like it wasn't affecting our offense, that we were just being a little more patient.
Well, that's good because you want to be patient and work the ball around to see if you can get it under.
Yep, especially against the zone, if you can get it high post. Once we did, I don't know how many short corner passes we had, but there weren't enough. I know they were open quite a bit. And those are all things that we can work on going forward. I know we'll see zone in this later half of our season.
Yeah, and of course, we're nearing the end now. You've got Worland this coming Friday on the road. That's always a hard place to play.
Yeah, it is a hard place to play, and they have a team kind of like this one, and they're just kind of tough. They're bigger girls, and they'll push you around, and it just comes down to we have to keep our heads throughout the whole game and learn to play in that situation.
Well, you know, you had a 3-point lead at halftime, and we were talking with Alan here that if the Tigers don't get things going, that's going to give Jackson an awful lot of momentum and confidence.
Yeah, I think we were 2 for 17 from inside in the first half. Sometimes it just seems like that's how it goes. But, yeah, I challenged the girls when we came out and just wanted to make sure that we came out and played as hard as we did. And luckily enough, we did that in the second half and really put more pressure on their ball handlers. It seemed like in the first half we didn't do any of that. So those little adjustments really made the difference.
They only had one player in double figures, and they had 20 turnovers. So the defense was really working well there.
Yep, it was.
A lot of those were in the second half. Okay, on to Worland and the Warriors, another team from the 3A North. They just refurbished their gym up there, so it all looks brand new. Only when I was in high school, it was a brand new gym. So that's been a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
But it looks brand new now. They really refurbished it, and they do get a great crowd support up in Worland.
They do. It's a hard environment to play in, but it's nice when you go to a community that supports their team because it really does just draw a little bit more attention to the game and energy into it as well.
Okay, Drew, thank you very much. Congratulations on your 10th win, and we'll talk to you again up in the North Bighorn Basin.
All right, thank you.
You betcha. Coach Drew Powell. And I did have, let's see, what did I do with those things? I think they're in the boys' scorebook. But,
your pizza?
Our pizza players. Well, we'll get them. We'll get them to the girls to make sure that they get them. The Lander Valley head girls basketball coach Drew Powell, as they went to a big win today here at Jackson Hole. They were in their 10th win of the season. Hey, we're halfway through the halftime period, and we'll be right back after this.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians. Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stands.
Okay, Alan, boy, that was a really fast first half. For the Tigers, leading scorer Talon Whelan with 10 points in the game, 7 points by Peyton Bell. Parker Sixby had 3, and the Brooklyn John had 1 point. On the other side, wow, look at all this scoring. We had 16 points by Borcharov. We had 14 points by Hannah, and then it went down to 5 points by Keslin, 5 points by Fowler, and 2 points by Seb Bruner. But the big difference in this first half was the height of the Jackson Hole Broncs.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor. You know, it's hard for Lander to try to get any kind of shot in around the paint area with those guys in there. And then, you know, when they're running their offense and we're doubling those post passes, they are so good at passing to the open perimeter guys and the open cutting guys. So, well-coached team. You can see why they're on a roll right now. But I think you know, Lander's going to make some adjustments, and I would guess that, you know, what coach is going to try to do is try to slow this pace down a little bit and try to get some better shots and try to get to the foul line just to try to, you know, see if they can carve into this lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Tigers were really outscored in that period. 14. The Tigers had 8 and 19 for the Jackson Hole Broncs. And, of course, you mentioned it, both ends of the floor, their height really does make a difference. And I think the last time we played Jackson Hole here, that was the same story. They had a lot of tall kids, and Lander not so tall.
Yeah, and not only are they tall, but they're just really skilled basketball players. They can handle the ball, pass the ball. So they've got a good team there, but I'm looking for Lander to try to cut into this lead and see if they can get to the fourth quarter, maybe, you know, around 10 points down or something like that.
I said they had 19, they had 28. I need to get my calculator out. So Lander was outscored 28-8.
There we go.
By 20 points. Okay, Tigers have the ball to start the third 8-minute period here in Jackson. Here's Whelan. Whelan, far side outside the Washburn, and the ball's knocked away, but it's picked up by Peyton Bell. Bell does a little 360 move off the glass. No, not good. Rebound pulled down by Keslin all the way down. And the 6th turnover of the game as the ball squirts out of bounds off Jackson Hole. 7:28 to go, period 3. Tigers down by 22 points. Here's Bell. Bell off to Noah St. Clair. Short jumper, rolls right off the rim. He gets his own rebound. Goes back in the lane, fires it over to Sixby for 3. No, too long. Rebound pulled down by Hannah. Outlet pass underneath, all alone. Shots up and good. Borchert gets the point, and it's 45-21. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have 5 starters that are like 6 foot and over?
Yeah.
It'd be nice. Here's Whalen under the basket. Shoots and scores.
All right, place to start. There's a place to start.
There it is. He now has 12 points in the game, leading Tigers scorer. Down court for the Broncs is Keslin. He gives it off on the opposite side to Bruner. Bruner now drives the baseline, kicks it over here on the near side to Borchert. In the corner, shots up, not good. Rebound by Noah St. Clair. Off to Peyton Bell. Dribbles behind his back. Comes down on top of the arc. Now moves to the right-hand wing, off to Washburn. Washburn in the lane. Over to Sixby. He's got a lane. Lace it up. It was too strong.
Too strong, yep.
Yep. And Washburn goes over to pick him up off the floor as the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, that was the right play. Just got to put that up there a little bit softer.
We haven't seen that play very often by the Tigers. That was a new one, and that was a good one. Let's run it again. Okay, Bruner with the ball down court. Kicks it back on top to Bruner underneath over the far side. Fowler for 3. No. And the ball is tipped over to Sixby for Lander. Here come the Tigers. Across the timeline, stop underneath to St. Clair. He takes a shot up. Oh, it's way off the mark. Unfortunately, he was too far behind the basket. Here's Bruner down court to Borchardt. Ball is out of bounds, and it'll go to Lander. I was almost afraid he was going to say Jackson there for a second. He was laying out of bounds when he got the ball back. Okay, Whelan with it into our Peyton Bell. Bell at the like, drives the lane, lays it up, and it rolls off. And going for the rebound was St. Clair. Ball was knocked away, picked up by Jackson. Fast break for the Bronx. Goes over to Keslin. Keslin over to Bruner. Bruner on the near side to Fowler. Fowler back on top of the key to Keslin. In the corner, far side. There's Hannah. And the ball's thrown away. Turnover.
Yep, they were moving the ball pretty good, but got that one turned over. You know, and Landers had 5 in this quarter, 5 decent shots. You know, some layups that rolled out. You know, Parker had a wide open 3 that rimmed out. So just ball's not bouncing Landers' way right now.
Here's Bell that brings it down the court off the Sixby on the right wing to Whelan. Whelan outside the arc, dishes it over to St. Clair. St. Clair shots off the iron, not good. Rebound by Washburn. In the corner, Whelan for 3. No, it's off the back of the iron. Rebound goes away to the Bronx, stolen away. Here's Sixby off the glass. No! And the rebound goes to Bruner. Bruner all by himself, lays it up and in. And a timeout called by Jackson Hole. And it's now 47-23, 4:29 to go. We'll be back in the third quarter after this.
This broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Well, Alan and I were just discussing the fact that the Tigers have had the shots. They just haven't dropped.
No, they right there, you know, good open looks and, you know, getting them in rhythm, and they just aren't going in.
Okay, Jackson Hole, or Lander will have the basketball in the backcourt. Peyton Bell will bring it down for the Tigers. They're dressed in their black away uniforms today with the green stripes along the side. Here's Whalen. Whalen crashes into St. Clair, and the ball's turned over. Bruner scores on the fast break lane. Well, that was unfortunate. Two Tigers crashed into each other.
Yep.
That was another turnover for Lander. Halfway through the third period of play, here's Bell off the glass. No, it's short. Rebounded by Keslin. Keslin slows it down a little bit. Slowest Jackson's come down the floor in a long time. In the corner on the far side to Borchardt. Near side, Bruner in the middle. Shots up, not good. Rebounded. Next rebound shot is not good. And Noah St. Clair gets the board for the Tigers. And we go to the north here. Noah all the way down. Can't shoot. Off on top of the key to Whelan. Whelan, he drives the baseline. Drives it in off the glass and scores.
Got it.
Nice drive by Whelan, and it's 49-25. 25-point lead. 24-point lead by the Jackson Hole Bronx. Down court in the corner. Pass over on the near side. There's a shot by Borchardt. 3. 52-25. 27-point lead here. Tigers need to just take time. There's Washburn. Washburn in the lane off the glass. 2 points. Washburn gets his first 2 points of the game.
Against a pretty well-defended shot there.
2:40 to go, third period, 52-27. There's a shot up off, not good. Rebound goes to Jackson, and we have a held ball, and it will go to Jackson on the alternating possession. Brooklyn John back in the lineup now for Lander. Parker Sixby gets a bit of a blow. Here's Bruner to take it in. Inbounds pass to Borchert. Around the horn it goes. Now Barclay has it. There's Borchert, 2 points.
There's not much you can do about that, you know.
No, not much you can do.
And they're going to knock down those shots wide open.
2:15 to go, third period, 54-27. Tigers. Whelan, turnaround jumper is good. Boy, he's having a game.
He's having a game.
Yep, timeout by Stu Mullins, and that's the 16th point of the game by Talon Whelan, and he's putting some points up, but he's the only one. We'll be right back.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Ernie Over and Alan Mullins back with you. Jackson Hole High School, nice full crowd here in Teton County, and the home team is delighting the home crowd.
Yes, it is.
54-29, Jackson with the lead. Lander held with Jackson for the first quarter. They only trailed by 1, 14-13. But then in the second period, wow, 28 points by Jackson, only 8 by Lander, and that put the game pretty much out of reach for the Tigers. Here we go, Bruner with it, although they're still fighting pretty hard. Down court, here's Hanna. Hanna back to Bruner, ball's knocked away, picked up by Brooklyn John for the Tigers. He brings it down on the left wing, looking for some help, gets it from Whelan. Whelan over to Finn McFadden, who's in the game now. Finn can't shoot, out to Bell on top of the arc. Bell moves to the left-hand wing now to Brooklyn John. He tried the three, but pulled it back. In the lane now, stops, kicks it over to Finn McFadden. Well, good patience here by the Tigers. McFadden tries a short jumper that doesn't hit anything. Rebounded by Jackson underneath the basket. There's the shot, and they missed the shot, the easy shot out of bounds, and it'll go to Jackson Hole on the out-of-bounds play.
Well, even though we didn't score down there, we kind of ran some clock off and actually got a pretty good shot there by Finn. Just again, the story of the game, just the ball is just hitting short.
All right. Okay, here we go. Jackson Hole as Washburn and Peyton come out with just 1:16 to go in the third period. Long inbounds pass goes to Hanna. Hanna underneath. Now with it is Keslin. Keslin back out to Bruner. Bruner moves it, stops outside the arc. There's a long one. 3, not good. Rebound goes to the Tigers. And Brooklyn John fell down, and he was called for traveling.
Yeah, that's kind of the story of the night, that they brick a three that goes off so hard that we travel with it.
Yeah. Jackson Hole with it out of bounds. There's Bruner. Ball's tipped away, and the Tigers get it right back. Here's Whelan. Whelan in the lane. Off to Noah St. Clair. His shot is blocked. Oh, what a block by Bruner, who gets the ball, fires it down court. Fowler in the corner. No, not good. But the rebound goes to Hanna. Now on the near side, here's Keslin for 3. Oh, and it goes in. 57-29. Jackson way out on top. Here goes Sixby in the lane, off the glass. Oh, that didn't go. And a foul on Parker.
Yep.
Is called, and that will be his first. 20.8 seconds to go here in the third. 57-29. Jackson with the big lead. On top of the key. With the ball is Bruner. Bruner moves to the left. Behind his back pass. Shot is up and not good by Hanna, and there's a long shot by the Tigers. So we've done 3. Jackson 57 and Lander 29. Tigers scored 8 points in that quarter, the same output they had in the third quarter, and 14 points scored by Jackson. We'll be right back with the final 8 minutes after this.
General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at HeinzGeneralStore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
And Lander has the ball to start the final 8 minutes of play. Inbounds to John. Now over to St. Clair. Whelan has it now across the key. St. John for 3. Got it. Brooklyn St. John. Boy, when he hits, he hits.
Yeah, he does. He puts. He can get some range on that.
57-32 is our score. Jackson in full control. Keslin with the ball down court. He has it in the corner. Can't drive the baseline. Kicks it out to Hanna. Hanna on top. Bruner has it. Bruner on the near side in the corner to Hanna. Way across the court to Keslin. And three-pointer is up, off, not good. Rebound by Sixby for the Tigers. Parker brings the ball down. Moves to the left-hand side, and Brooklyn John now to Bodie Moffett, who's in the game. Over to Whalen on top. Sixby for 3. No, just hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Keslin, and we go the other way, off to Bruner. Bruner drives all the way in, off the glass and in. Wow. Well, that was an interesting non-call.
Yeah.
As he ended up on the floor, he just charged his way through the lane. 6:42 to go. Here's Whelan, 59-32. There's Sixby, lost the ball, picked it back up.
Yeah.
Good move by Parker. Over to Whelan. Whelan outside the arc. Moves, stops, takes a shot from 5. It's good. And he now has 18 points in the game for the Tigers. He's the only player in double figures. Whistle, no, that was a tennis shoe.
Tennis shoe.
Tennis shoe squeak. There's Hanna. Takes a 3, too long. Rebound pulled down by the taller Jackson team. It's Keslin who gets the rebound. Here's a long 3 by Bruner, and a what was that?
I hit the guy wire.
Oh, hit the guy wire. Okay, I can see it still shaking there. Here's Whelan for the Lander Tigers. Off to Brooklyn John. John on top of the arc, moves to the right-hand side. Throws it on top to Sixby. Sixby, we have a foul on Lander. Bodie Moffett, I think.
Nah, Parker just kind of extended his arm out.
Was it Parker that got that?
Yeah.
Okay. His second
Or
foul.
no, they did call it on Bodie.
Well, that's what I thought. But here we go now. Fowler on top, ball's knocked away. Picked back up by Bruner. Bruner underneath throws it away himself. He tried to hit Keslin under the basket, but it squirted away. 5.5 minutes to go in the contest, 59-34. Jackson with the big lead over the Lander Valley Tigers. Here we go. St. Clair with it to Whelan. Whelan, cross court. Brooklyn John. Brooklyn moves it in a little bit. Tries to back his way in the lane. Shoots, and no, it just doesn't go. Rebound goes to Brooklyn John, but it bounces off him and out of bounds.
and they just knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah.
And no call.
Well.
They've got one foul this entire quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, and the one foul, of course, was on Lander.
Yeah.
Home gym advantage. 5:10 to go in the game. 59-34. Bruner over to Hana. Back to Bruner. Bruner on the key to Keslin. Underneath the basket. 360 move, and it drops in. Burzay gets his first points of the game, and it's 61-34. 4:48 to go. Folks are leaving the gym here.
Yeah,
Alan. They must
droves.
think it's over with.
Yeah, they're leaving in droves.
Yeah. Ball bounces off of the Jackson Bronc and out of bounds. Lander will have it. Back in is Washburn for the Tigers, and Bodie Moffett, Parker Sixby, Peyton Bell, and Talon Whalen. There's the inbounds pass to Whalen on top Sixby. Back in the corner, Peyton Bell. Peyton lost the handle on it, gets it back over to Sixby. Sixby at the free throw line throws up a shot that bounces around, doesn't come in. And we have a held ball, I think.
Wow.
Is it a held ball?
Yep. Yep. And
it'll go to
Jackson.
the Jackson. Okay. You never know. 4.5 minutes to go, almost halfway through the final period. 61-34. Class 3A Lander against Class 4A Jackson. Play each other because of their close similarity. There's a ball knocked away by Whelan, but it's picked up by Jackson. Back over to Hana, and he throws it away. Lander picks it up. Whelan brings it down court. 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Whelan drives all the way, and we have a foul on the floor by A.J. Fowler, his second. Well, exactly halfway through the final period.
Yep, we're spot on the 4.
Yep. Coming into the game now is, well, we're going to have to go to the old roster because I don't have these numbers. Number 3 is in. There's a inbounds pass to Whalen. Shot for 3. Got it. Wow, Talon has been unconscious here in this second half. 61-37 is our score. Here's Hana. Hana with it. Goes it on the far side to Keslin. Keslin underneath the basket to Burzay. In the corner, shot for 3, not good. And the ball goes out of bounds off the official. And he says it's Jackson's ball. 25 is in the game now. Well, I don't have any of these numbers.
Yeah, that, I'll tell you.
Number 25
is Paisley Hollingshead.
Paisley. There's a shot from the corner. No, not good. Out of bounds. It'll go to Lander. 3.5 minutes left now. Taking the ball out of bounds is Porter Playstead for Lander. Playstead into Whelan. Whelan's had the hot hand here for the Tigers
he's
today.
had a great game.
Dribbles behind his back, backs his way into the lane, and a foul is called on Jackson. Personal foul goes against number 3, which I don't have. First foul. I think we're going to see a lot of players with numbers we don't have.
Yep.
They're going deep in their roster here. Sixby takes it out into Whelan. Whelan moves to his right side on the right wing, reverses direction now. Almost lost the basketball, gives it over to Playstead. Playstead drives the lane off to Sixby. Parker in the lane, backs in, stops, turns around, shoots, hits.
There's one that falls in.
Yeah, Parker Sixby now with 5 points in the game. 2:55 to go, 61-39. Jackson with the lead. Underneath the ball is Burzay, and the ball's knocked away. Turnover, Jackson. Whelan brings it down for Lander. Underneath, all alone, is Bodie Moffett. Shots up. Oh, it rings right out.
Oh, boy.
And down court comes Keslin. Keslin fake the three, moves over to the right wing now. 6B on him like glue. And here's Berze back over to Keslin. The ball's knocked up in the area. Goes to Carson Larson. Ball's knocked away. Whistle. Foul on Parker.
Yep.
Another foul on Parker. That's his third. And that young guy that came in was Aaron Larson.
Okay, here comes another.
Yeah, he was going to try to get the ball from Larson. Okay, here comes Brooklyn John in for the Tigers. And Whalen comes out. Gets a bunch of pats on the chest and on the back by the Tiger fans. He's our leading scorer for Lander. 21 points by Whalen.
Wow.
By Whelan. Here we go in the corner. Around the horn, all these new players in there. Larson off to number 3. Back out to Larson on top. Crossed over to 30. Another Larson. We got 2 Larsons out there right now. 11 to 30. They're both about the same size. Underneath, there's one of the Larson boys. Doesn't shoot. In the corner for 3. Borchert gets a 3 ball. 64-39, 90 seconds to go in the game. This one's about over. Jackson Hole student body having a little fun here. There's Brooklyn John, shot's good. Brooklyn with a nice play there, and he now has 6 points in the game, and we're at 70 seconds to go. Here's one of the Larson boys to the other Larson boys. Number 11 has it now to number 30. They're both Larsons. Back over to number 11. His shot for 3 is not good. He gets another shot. Up. Good. Well, that brings the crowd to their feet as the second team player gets a 3 ball. Here's Bodie Moffitt. Whistle. And a held ball was called against Moffitt, and it'll go to the Tigers. 44 seconds to go, 67-41. Jackson Hole with the lead here in Teton County. Finn McFadden to take it out, inbounds. There's a shot by Playstead, that's good, wow.
Good shot, good shot.
That was nice, and it goes for 2, and it's 67-44, 30 seconds to go in the game. Here's one Larson over to the other Larson. Sorry, don't have the first names. In the corner, back over on the near side here, we have number 30. That's June Larson, I think. Or Jamie Larson. I can't read my writing here. It's one of the Larson boys. 10 seconds to go in the game. They're just going to run the clock out between playing catch between the 2 Larsons. Oh, the ball is knocked away. Picked up by Finn McFadden. In the back, there's a shot up at the buzzer. No, not good. And that's it.
Yep.
And the final score, Jackson Hole High School 67, Lander Valley 44. Jackson goes to 7-9 on the season, and the Tigers fall to 5-13. And we'll be right back with our wrap-up and our post-game show right after this.
Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, And we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Hey there, how's your day going?
Frustrating. My car's check engine light came on and they can't take it in till next week. And then Max, our Rottweiler, chewed up my glasses and I'm going to have to wait at least a week to get another pair. It seems you have to wait for everything important.
I know the feeling. Some things seem to take forever to get done.
Forgot to ask, how's your day?
I had to take my daughter into the clinic to have her arm looked at.
Let me guess. You had to wait to get an appointment. What was it, 1 week, 2 weeks?
Same day.
What? Same day?
We go to Hot Springs Health. They offer same-day appointments at all their clinics. Riverton, Shoshone, Thermopolis, Worland, and Basin. You just call the clinic and you have an appointment in a matter of minutes. It's easy and so convenient.
Wow, so Hot Springs Health actually values our time? Thanks for the advice. Now if I could only get a same-day appointment for Max. He hasn't been the same since he ate my glasses. He keeps running around and making a spectacle of himself.
For more information or directions, please visit hotspringshealth.com, your hub of healthcare in the Basin.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Well, Alan, maybe, or no, I keep doing that. I don't know why. Alan lives in Alaska.
Yeah.
I apologize for that. Alan Mullins is with us here. And our final scorer, Jackson 67 and Lander 44. It was pretty much a horse race here tonight.
Yeah, the thoroughbreds versus the quarter horse. That was an impressive team. Especially that starting unit, and they played to their strengths. And I think they probably were especially a little extra hot tonight. It didn't seem like, looking at their stats, that they shoot the three that well as they did tonight. But give them credit, they came out after it, and the Tigers had the shots in front of the rim, on the side of the rim, wide open threes that just didn't go in.
They didn't. Yeah.
You get some of those to fall, and maybe, Jackson maybe misses some of those threes. It's a little different, but it was still, pretty big matchup and a tough game for Lander to match up against.
Well, the second period was the story of the game. Lander was outscored 28-8.
Yeah, in what was interesting, I think it was about 2:30 to go in the second quarter, and I think Lander was only down like 10.
Right.
And then those next 2:30, it just, they just went off to the races.
Well, look at that, 3, and they had 4 threes in that period, and that really launched them up to that large margin of lead that they had, and the Tigers even though they had the shots, they just didn't drop, and
Yeah.
they couldn't get any closer than that. Lander only scored 8 points again in that third period against 14 for Jackson Hole, and Lander outscored the Bronx 15-10 in that final period. But it was too late.
Yeah, it was too late.
Yeah.
But, again, you like to see that effort all the way through to the end. And, different kids on the floor, and they were playing hard.
Yeah, they certainly were. They never gave up today. Looking at our scoring for Lander, Talon Whelan, boy, he shot the lights out tonight.
Yeah, and that's the kind of game I think he can do consistently. Just kind of take it and get to the basket. But we needed him, tonight just to kind of keep it kind of close there for a while.
Yeah, the Tigers didn't get much support for Talon. Tell you what, our top 3 scorers, Talon was the only one that hit double figures. Bennett Washburn only 2 points tonight. He was just he was up against the timber.
Yeah, he drew the tough matchup for sure. It was hard for him to even get any kind of shot, and even when he did get a shot, they were blocking it and just being out. He was just being out physical by those 2 guys.
Yeah, Brooklyn John ended up with 6 points here tonight. Noah St. Clair only 2. 8 points by Parker Sixby, who had a good floor game, but he got in foul trouble and had to sit for a while. And Peyton Bell scored all of his points in the first half. He had 7.
Yeah, and he started out. I was thinking, oh boy, here we go. We're going to see, maybe a 20-point game out of him. But they definitely came out and they were not going to let him score. They put their best defender on him, and they helped on defense, so he didn't have much in terms of opportunities to score.
On the other side of the coin, big game for Malison Borchardt, B-A-R-D-T, Borchardt.
Yep.
Hit 23 points. Had 1 3, and the rest were all field goals and 1 free throw.
Isn't his average about 10?
It's 12.
12, yeah.
12.7. He doubled up his average. Andrew Hanna averages 14 points a game. He scored 14 points.
Okay.
And Sub Bruner averages 18 points a game. He only got 11 tonight. And then it went way down from there. 5 points each by Gavin Kelson, all in the first half. 5 points by Al Fowler, all in the first half. 3 points by number 3. And 2 points by Jack Berzay. And that was it. That was the scoring.
Yeah.
For Owen Hanna had the 3 points as well.
Yep.
So the halftime score was 57-21 as that big 28-point scoring bulge by the Jackson Hole Bronx. That was the quarter that did it for them, and they win tonight 67-44.
Yep. And now they're on a 6-game winning streak. And if I was in that 4A regional tournament, I wouldn't want to play Jackson.
Yeah, really. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with head coach Stu Mullins after we listen to these.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Okay. Well, Coach, thanks for taking some time. I think it was about 2:30 in the second quarter. You're down 9, I think. And then just the hurricane.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And, did we win the second half? We lost the second half by 1 point. We're down 1 at the end of the first. You take away, that run, that last 2.5 minute run. We might find ourselves in a different game.
Well, and you always hear about the lid being on the basket, but I don't know how many baskets that were rolling around the rim or hitting the rim or bouncing out.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, we wouldn't have attacked that team like we did tonight. And we had kids get on their hip and get to the rim. And you're right. I mean, how many little hook shots, layups, little 2-3 foot shots that you've seen go in the last couple weeks just not go in. And obviously when you're shooting against 6'5", 6'6", it's a little bit different. But at the same time, we were very aggressive in getting there. And you make those shots, you're right in the game. And that's what we told the team.
Well, and then on the other side, Borchert, I think he averaged 11 points. He had whatever it was, 23.
And man, his shots were so difficult, and 17-footer pull-up. I mean, that's a shot that we want every team to take.
Yeah.
And he shot it pure, and he's an unbelievable athlete. And that's what's crazy about this team is they haven't had their full team up until this last couple weeks, but they've won 6 in a row. They just beat Kelly Walsh by 25 the other night, So they're coming into their own. This is a team that easily could compete at the 4A level at state. So very impressive team, but also very impressive that we didn't back down.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to say. I mean, you guys right up to the very end, battled, won the fourth quarter, had some good shots still, making some rebounds and not getting pushed around. And, so how do you take a game like this, that kind of got planted right here at the end of the conference run and build from that on the stretch run to regionals?
Well, and the reason we took this game is, honestly, you want to be playing games at this time of the year. Kids want to be playing games. They don't want to be coming to practice every single day beating up on each other and listening to me and the other coaches, and so it was an opportunity to go play against a really good team, and there's going to be some things that we can learn from this, and probably far more than a regular practice would have. So, that's kind of what we wanted. And then, these guys asked if we sensed a letdown, and I didn't. I honestly was worried about that coming off of a very emotional win against Pinedale. Was there going to be kind of an emotional letdown? And I didn't really sense that at all. I really liked the look in our eye when we attacked, and we were trying to get rebounds and a couple things here and there. And again, we got 47 twos, which has to be a record for us this year. And that was us attacking the basket.
Exactly.
So, there's some really good signs in there. The kids weren't overly frustrated. They knew this was going to be a tall task coming in here and competing with this team.
So Talon, what a great game.
Oh, man. And like Coach Fullerton said, he's turned a corner so much just in the way he practices. And we made that a point at the end, telling our guys, like, he's the first one to the floor on defense in practice. His attitude has just improved so much, just towards his teammates and all those types of things. And, and you're seeing the benefits. I mean, he might have been the best player on the floor tonight, as far as the way that he played. And, Brunner is one of the best defenders in the state as far as quickness and speed, and Talon didn't have a problem scoring against him, and then also competed with him on the defensive end.
Yeah, he could have that kind of a game, I think, all the way the rest of the way through.
That's what we said. If we get that kid for 4 to 5 weeks, in addition to our other kids really coming on, we could be a really tough team to beat here late.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks again. It was, it sure felt like, some magic was happening in that first half, but yeah, they just pretty impressive team.
Very impressive. When you can be 6'5", 6'6", and step out and shoot threes, and not just one of them, but all of them, and and then when you've got the biggest kid that we've played all year, 21, that just sits in the lane, and physics is going to take over at some point, and we knew that. There was only so much that you can do against a team like that. We tried our hardest, but it was just one of those things where, probably a little bit too big, a little bit too strong for us.
Yeah.
But, it's something that we could have easily rolled over and died, and we didn't.
Well, thanks again. We've got a player of the game, right, for Talon, his certificate here, and if you can give that to him, we'd sure appreciate that.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you guys drive safe, and we'll see you on Friday.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Coach. Okay. Well, tell you what, good interview there, Alan. And we want to go now to our player of the game. Where's that at here? It should be right here somewhere. Oh, pregame, keys to the game. They took it away.
Is it down a little ways?
No, I looked down there for a little bit.
Okay,
no? Well, anyway, our player of the game is brought to you by Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza on North Federal in Riverton, next to the Dollar Tree. We want to thank Rick Paxton for providing these certificates for our athletes. Our player of the game gets a certificate for a free large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. They're right there next to the Dollar Tree on North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. Again, our final score was Jackson Hole 67, Lander 44. Talon Whalen, our player of the game tonight, he scored 21 points, and he gets the certificate from Rick Paxton. Any final words?
No, I think Coach said it all. You know, it was they knew it was a tough task coming in, and I think they got some positives out of it. Now they can put this game behind them, and let's go focus on Worland and finishing out the season strong.
Yeah, exactly. And then the regional tournaments, which this year for Class 3A will be in Thermopolis.
Yeah,
so that's
fun.
just down the road. A lot of Tiger fans can come over because this team very easily could have a breakthrough or two at that tournament.
Yeah, this is a team that is on the rise, especially in the 3A. And, yeah, I think there's exciting times ahead for Tigers and the Tiger fans.
Well, this is Ernie Over on behalf of Alan Mullins and our sponsors, and back at the studio, Leanne Sanderson. Thank you for your board operation tonight. And we'll be back on the air Friday afternoon with the girls game from the home of the Worland Warriors up in Bighorn, up in Washakie County. So take care, everyone. Be safe if you're driving tonight. A little bit of snow up in the high country here and on Togety Pass, so we'll take it real easy on the way back. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll bid you a pleasant good evening from Jackson. And take it away, Leanne.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and DuBois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians.
Wear light clothing.
Walk on a pathway instead of the road. Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone. Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere.